then I'm going to batter you when you get back home. I'm going to frape you. So
Yeah,
that's how it was. You know what I mean? Whereas these days, I feel like people are too soft around the kids. Like they just fucking put them in cotton wool. Like, it's all right, baby. You know, words. You said a bad word. Fuck off, mate. Like, when you're older and you get into the real world, that's just how the shit rolls, mate. Like, in fucking England, if I'm walking across the road, right, yeah, and the fucking car is fucking revving his engine, even though there's a green man fucking walk, I'm like, what you doing, you fucking twat? You say words like that. Is the guy in the car crying at his wheel? Is he crying, going, "You call me a twat"? Shut up, get over it.
It's like, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like, you fucking knobhead. That's just how it goes. So, you know, they're not just there crying about it. I just think people are a little bit too soft these days. Like, you know, grow some fucking balls, man. Get over it.
Yo, listen, we may have chased out of America, but one thing I gotta give to them, they're fucking insults. I don't know how they do it, but like, it's so funny.
Oh, I've had like loads of arguments with Americans. I've had a few, man, and they can't argue with me because most of the insults are like, well, I don't even understand that. And then they come out with speak English. I'm like, you do realise you're speaking to an Englishman, and English was created in England. You fucking idiot.
That would have been my favorite. That would have been my favorite. That's my favorite. And I'm not even English. Shit.
Yo, Lost J, what's up, mate? Seen you in the comments quite a few times. You're loving the Superman trailer as well. Geo versus the Fridge. Yeah, I need to watch the fucking Fridge. At least fucking wait, buddy. I mean,
you need to debate Tyrone. I'll debate Tyrone.
No, I fucking sent him a super chat yesterday, yeah, like really cheap, just to see his reaction. I want to see what he did because he was like talk about the best Zack Snyder films. I said Dawn of the Dead's the best, and I was waiting. I was like, let's see what he says because he doesn't answer normal fucking chats really. And then as soon as he said it, it was fucking Man of Steel. I was like, oh, typical. I knew it would come in. Knew it. I don't hate him. He's entitled to his own opinion. Do you know what I mean? I won't hate him because it is what it is. But I can disagree with you. And you can't stop me from doing that shit. And if you don't like it, get fucked.
No, that's a fact.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like you lot. I bet you have friends that probably don't like this trailer. You're not going to sit there shitting on them. But when they start coming out with like crap, right, and they come out with statements that you can literally debunk, then you will just show them up because that's just what you do. You have to put them in the place a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Or Aaron.
Aaron ain't gonna come on. He'll say, "Give me 10K, give me 10K."
Give me 10K to debate you. Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, 10K.
Give me 10K.
I ain't paying shit.
You can have 10K sacks of my fucking sperm and learn how to be a real man. Give it to your mother. She can create a fucking proper son. Fucking masculine, not a little bitch.
Both would be cinema, Geo. I agree. First of all, I would love to debate all these gun haters. I would love to do that.
I want Truth to debate them. I want Truth to debate these guys, and there's no one getting it. They don't want to come on here with him. And then they make the excuse going, oh, well, he's got his friends here. Are they stupid? Me, fucking Ty, and everyone else has said, we'll literally leave the stream and let you get on with it.
That suit is glorious. I agree. I love this suit. I've loved this suit since day one.
I'm going to be honest.
More of a discussion about.
Go on, Ty.
What's up, Gillis family?
What are you going to say, Ty?
No, I was just going to say, I think it should be more of a discussion of like, you know, what does everybody think about not just one character, but like DC in general?
Yeah. Do you know what? I was actually wanting you to say that. I agree.
Like, listen, like just between us three, we all have a different vision on just Batman alone. You understand? Yeah. Like now add the rest of DC into that mix. We think of everything in certain ways, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe we think this way, or that somebody else favors this or that. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe, like everybody's always got like a certain version of these characters in their head. And it's like, think that you're DC. You're trying to appease to everybody. You're trying to take what everybody wants and make it work into one thing. You know what I'm saying? That is challenging alone, and I feel like that in itself is not talked about enough.
No,
and not for nothing, I don't think it's going to be talked about because there is too much discourse in the DC community for it to be talked about. And nobody's going to want to talk about it. One side hates the other side is doing shit out of spite because they've dealt with it since Man of Steel. Like I said, this is why it's the DC community is in fucking shambles, because it's nothing but bickering.
I'm going to be honest, Ty. I've like been in this community for fucking years, and I've never known it to be like this. Like, not this bad.
Hell no, man. Like,
No, man.
fuck. I didn't expect this shit. Honestly, I really didn't.
Do you know, like, the same as me. It's like you said. Even though I don't care about directors, don't give a fuck about them. I still have to give them their like flowers, because it must be hard when you've got a group of people wanting one thing and a group of people wanting another. How do you come to grips with trying, give everyone a bit of everything that they like? But the fact is, you can't. It's impossible in the world to let everyone be satisfied. Not everyone's going to like everything, no matter what you do. That's why you have to stick with your vision. And if no one likes it, they don't like it. If people do, they do. Great. It's just how it has to be. You have to be down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What else can you do? You can't do anything else about it. You just, like James Gunn, I give him his credit because he does what he wants to do. It is what it is. And if it fails, it's on him. If it succeeds, then, you get your credit. Fair enough. So it must be hard having to hear all this shit all over again. And he's the one that's, doing the universe. If this fails, it's on him. So look how much pressure he's got on his shoulders. That's why I give him the credit. At the end of the day with Zack, do you know when Zack did the Man of Steel, whether anyone wants to admit this or not, DC was still in a good place at that time. They'd just come off the Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, not as great as the Dark Knight, but they've just come off that. So they had all the critics behind them for the Nolan trilogy, right? And, they were well liked.
Subject.
So do you know what I mean? They had quite a good tempo going into that. The difference is with James, he's been given this at a time when DC's been in a real fucking bad place right now.
Yeah, that's fair. That's actually fair.
I agree.
Really looking back at like 2013, DC is like, the comic books, it was like meh, but like everything else was pretty decent for the most part. You know what I mean? Like the Arkham City had just came out like a couple years before that. Yeah. So like, everybody was still eating off of that. And Man of Steel came around. But the problem was, and I was in middle school during this time. So like, I've definitely seen Man of Steel ads and everything like that. But when I went to school, the day after Man of Steel talked about that shit. Guardians of the Galaxy dropped, the entire school was talking about it.
I was in a middle school at the time when Man of Steel came out, and I don't know whether any of you agree with me on this, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of my friends didn't even know what Man of Steel was because they were confused. Because when you call it Superman, they know Superman. Man of Steel, the people that don't know his nicknames, they were like, "What the hell's Man of Steel?" They didn't know what it was.
You might have that one friend who is into action that's probably seen the movie, but it again isn't really. They didn't go down that rabbit hole of like understanding, and they probably can't even name Zack Snyder as the director. And like,
and when I told them there's a new Superman film coming out, they were like, "No, there isn't." I said, "Yes, there is. It's called Man of Steel." They went, "But that ain't a Superman film." I said, "Yes, it is. That's just one of his taglines." And they were like, "Oh, it is." They didn't even know. If I didn't tell them, they wouldn't have known. I'm serious.
Nah, facts.
You know what I mean? If you put Batman as the title, they know. But I think Batman in the zeitgeist is it's just come so far. I think it helped with the Nolan trilogy. If you called it The Dark Knight, there would have been some people not understanding, but he was clever. It was Batman Begins, then The Dark Knight. He'd already stamped it as Batman. So that was a clever way of doing things, I think.
Yeah, I think that trilogy in and of itself was pretty much like it was sealing the deal with Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like just with the general audience. Well, you know what I'm saying? Everybody at that point was hooked. They was like, "Oh, this is Gotham. This is the Joker. This is what happens." You know what I'm saying? Because before that, before the Dark Knight, you didn't really have that. Let's be real. Jack Nicholson, y'all love him, but he is not he's not as ferocious as Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I love Jack Nicholson because
he's a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Jack Nicholson's Joker is a gangster, but not for nothing. Again, Heath Ledger's
bunch of haters.
He's different.
Yeah. Heath Ledger's Joker, there's no even look. Even though I have a personal bias towards Jack Nicholson, because I was watching that before the Dark Knights were even a thing, right? And I loved his makeup.
Of course.
The fact is, it was this. He did it first. He passed on the torch, and then when the torch got passed on to Heath, he obliterated it. And ever since, no one has surpassed him. And I don't think anyone will personally. That's just me. I don't think there will. It was just amazing. It's like Brandon Lee when he played the Crow. To do them performances, and it's weird, right? They both died, didn't they? It's almost like it was fate for them to have such a great performance and be so iconic in their roles that no one could ever replicate the thing they did. I just feel like that's how it is for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like Heath Ledger was, I don't even know what to say. Like when I watched it, I remember watching it at the time and I was like, it just blew me away. And even to this day, when I still see it, it's still, every time I see his performance, it still is surprising how great it is.
Heath Ledger was such a good actor. I had just watched this scene of The Patriot recently, and him as Gabriel, I forgot the Mel Gibson's character's name, but his son, he plays his son. He was really, really good in The Patriot. You know what I'm saying? Like very, very defiant. You know what I mean? Pushing back against the enemy more or less, and then like he stood his ground to the very fucking end. Like it's crazy how versatile Heath Ledger was.
Yeah, it is. He was great. Like, I ain't gonna say, like, we went from Brokeback Mountain to doing the other things. His range was off its charts, whether you like Brokeback Mountain or not. Right?
I've never seen it. I've always heard of it, and I think I'm good. I think I'm all right.
Yeah, but you understand what I mean. You know what I mean? But like, to go from that to this, it's like, wow, to the Joker, it's like the range is off its charts. It just is. I don't know many people. To be fair, I don't know how many people could even do a role like he did in Brokeback Mountain and recover from it. Because I feel like most people would be like, "Yeah, we don't want to touch you, mate, with a 10-foot barge pole."
No word.
You know what I mean? I don't know where them hands have been, Heath. James Gunn. Oh God! Listen, before you start this shit,
how accurate are these early tracking for Superman opening weekend? Well, it's pretty early now. It's just like basically it's just insider from Warner Brothers, but it's still early.
Now, truth. If you put crypto in a film, okay, if it ain't a Superman film, if it's just based on crypto, I think it's gonna make shitloads of money. I'm gonna be honest.
If the movie's really good, hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it's good and it's got word of mouth advertised right, yes, 100%. But like they tried this shit with League of Super Pets, and we all know how that turned out.
I think though, I just think that's different only because DC at the time and where they were going, and you could tell that was targeted towards kids. But I said to you, I wouldn't mind seeing Ace, Batman's dog. I told you the other day, didn't I, Bigelow? Yeah. I wouldn't, and I think they are going to do that. I think they will.
I think Batman will get his dog for sure, because we haven't really gotten nothing like that. Batman's never actually gotten his dog in live action, if I'm actually recalling this right. So it would actually be that would be cool, getting Ace to Bat-Hound, and it's an actual I forgot the breed of the dog, but it would be cool to actually see Batman.
It's not a Great Dane, is it?
I agree, Hungry Almighty.
Is it a Great Dane?
I haven't watched his video, so I want to see what he has to say.
Before you play
I want to see if he contradicts
himself or not. Listen, because I have seen it. Before you play it, he's going to say certain things in it. Go to his comment section, and he'll contradict himself constantly. I'm not joking. Just go on. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because he's 4K slow. That's why. All right, let's see.
On Superman, and I want to know if the hype is real. And I'm going to do that by comparing the numbers of the teaser trailer to that of the official trailer. That's right, baby. It is time to get into this. Now, look, before I get started, do your boy 3 major favors. Please hit that subscribe button. And after you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that like button. 2 of them out with that algorithm, baby. Now, let's get into today's video. Now, we know for context that the first teaser generated 250 million views within 24 hours across all platforms. However, we do know that 24 million of those views came from DC's official YouTube trailer. Within 24 hours, the teaser had 24 million views on DC's official YouTube trailer. Now let's go to the new official trailer. In 24 hours, in fact, it's been 24 hours plus about another 6. So let's just say 30 hours or so. The official trailer for James Gunn's Superman generated 13 million views. It is down 11 million views from that teaser. Over on X, the teaser generated 17 million views within 24 hours. However, the official trailer only generated 6.5, and I'm going off the 30-hour time frame.
The 30-hour time frame. Where did he calculate that?
Well, I guess
I don't understand.
when
I don't get.
When he said something about the 24 and like what was it?
Like 24-hour view, 24 hours for the views. He said.
Yeah, 24 hours after it was posted, and then plus another 6 hours. So he's saying 30 hours after the video was posted.
Now I'm going to say this. He goes on about the first trailer having all them views. When's the last time, apart from appearances, we had a Superman film? Can you guys tell me?
It's been a while.
2013, 12 years. So people, the first time you get a glimpse of a video, most people, if pictures aren't enough for them to satisfy them. Of course, the trailer's going to get that many fucking views when you haven't seen a Superman media of him on his own in his own film in 12 years. People want to see it, so of course they're going to view that more because that's all they had at the time. Like, It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand this shit.
So is he trying to say that even though this new trailer has garnered more views than Man of Steel, it's low because there's no hype? Is that what he's trying to say?
No, he's comparing the teaser trailer of Superman 2025 to
the original one. To the original.
He just got. That's what he's doing, and he's essentially going off of apparent 24-hour numbers that the trailer gotten. But my question is, how did he get those numbers in that 24-hour mark for the teaser trailer that he marketed?
He's calculating every time.
Like, think about this real quick. If you're doing this by the 24 to the 30-hour mark, 4KO, how is it, you know what I'm saying? How is it dumbed down to, how did you dumb that down? Or did you do that way before when the teaser dropped and then this? Or are you comparing the most recent teaser to this and then you've done data marketing?
That's what he's doing.
Think about it. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. And then this goes back to Truth's original point 6 videos ago about this motherfucker. You're not really explaining shit, bro.
You know what it is?
He's just pulling numbers out of his ass.
None of it is like factual most of the time. It's just literally my opinion, but I'm gonna give you my opinion as if it's fucking gospel. It's like, stop, mate. It shouldn't be 4K slow. It should be 4K low.
Like, where did you
low
get
views for stupid points?
Like, how the fuck did, like, I don't know. Like, you mean to tell me you were watching this video for 24 hours of view count? You calculated that? How did you do that?
No, you watching it for 30 hours, for 30 hours and 40 hours, and then I calculated that in 3 hours the views are lower than the original teaser. Okay, I got it, bro.
Like, bro, I mean, what the fuck? Like, what? I don't know. This month, I mean, like,
we're far past.
If you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah.
To say that.
That's why I don't get. But
that of 24. Now, I know the defenders are going to come in my comment section and say, dude, nothing performs on a level of the official teaser or the first teaser. Nothing. However,
that's a fact.
We have the list here. Number 1 of all time is Deadpool and Wolverine. It didn't manage to get up there anymore. Number 2 is Spider-Man No Way Home. Well, I'm not giving you the totals. Deadpool and Wolverine generated 365 million views. Spider-Man No Way Home generated...
Hey, dumbass, the teaser is on the list of highest trailer view counts along with Spider-Man No Way Home and along with Deadpool. That was just the teaser. So I guess he's trying to say that because the official trailer is not drawing as big, which is a complete false lie, because the teaser, like the official trailer, already made like 18 million views in less than 24 hours, which is like insane. So he's trying to downplay it, like, oh, you see, people are not as hyped for the Superman trailer. You see, it's like, dummy, it's still drawing high viewership with the official trailer.
This guy, you talking about it, like, what the fuck?
But he's literally,
it's like, this is
you know how he just said like a minute ago, right, about the trailers going, none of the other trailers that ever bring out for a film, you know, have as much views as the original. He literally gone on to list his point, and he literally proves his own point, trying to fucking like, you literally prove your own point, mate. You look like an arsehole. Like, do you not edit these videos before you put them out? Because you literally just proved your point, mate. Like, yeah, and so
I don't know where we'll. Let's get to
And
They're
also,
gonna carry
we
the
have to, we
55
also have
million
to take
views.
into we also have to take
Avengers
into
Infinity
account
War
DC and Warner
generated
Brothers have like separate accounts
264
for
million
different
views,
countries.
and that is the official trailer number 1. We got KGF Chapter 2, and that generated 250 million views. Then we got Superman, 250 million views. Well, that's a tie. Superman might be a few thousand views behind us, so
Oh yeah,
that should be a tie.
What's he talking about?
Like,
This is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Well, it's still 1,000 views behind, even though it's still the second highest trailer view count. But you know how it is. Yeah. Oh my god.
No, I can't take it seriously.
I can't.
there's a
Well,
reason
his
why
boys
that's
behind him.
look. There's a reason why that's saying 250 million too, because especially to YouTube, Warner Brothers doesn't have one account. They have multiple accounts for different countries. DC does too. That's why they're saying 250 million views on here, and then there's views on social media sites, which is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that shit is taken into account. He's not really making a point here. That's what I'm saying. He's not
Yeah,
making
exactly, Ty. You literally just said everything that we literally could have said. Like, what's he trying to prove? Because as far as I'm concerned, all he's doing is he's proving just how well people are taking to it.
pretty much.
Yes. Like all he's proving is that the fucking all the views are still considerably very high, and people are still interested in this.
What's
Right.
this? Purple guy. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, obviously. But imagine calling yourself a DC fan, still trying so hard to call the hype fake. That's just lame. Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
And we're not even defending James Gunn. We're not even defending the movie. All we're doing is just talking facts.
This
Yeah,
is
man.
hilarious.
It's like just hearing this guy trying to like break down, logic and quote facts. It's just it's racking my brain. Honestly, it hurts my fucking. Because
But why would he do this when I like people will literally fact check you and you're just like an idiot? Why?
content,
I don't know.
Why are you
He's gonna
torturing yourself, man? Seriously.
fucking content. He's a fucking glutton for this shit. I don't know.
Hi. Then we got Avengers Endgame, official trailer number 1, 239 million views. The Lion King, 224 million views. The Fantastic Four, First Step, 202 million views. First Steps. I'm sorry, I slept up on it. It, 197 million views. And here it goes right here. We had Avengers Infinity War at number 3 with 264 million views. And then we got Avengers Infinity War at number 10 with 179 million views. Yes, it went down, but Avengers Infinity War managed to get on there twice. And we have Final Destination Bloodlines, 178 million views. Wow, I did not know it generated that many.
This guy is the fucking most boring YouTuber I've ever seen him at. Bro, get some fucking energy. Do something. Drink a Monster energy drink, for God's sake.
It's just no personality. It's like your DC figures at the back. He was not going to save the theme of your channel, man. It's not going to do it.
He's like, Avengers, 251. Deadpool, Wolverine, 233.
Like if he could
Fantastic
share
Four
his
First
screen
Steps,
and share his source of where he was, where this was all coming from, I would entertain this further. But it's just, where is he reading from? Where are you getting this
bro?
from?
You need to look this up. I want you to find this shit. I mean, if an Avengers trailer did bad, right, that would be really shit considering all the heroes that are in it. People want to see the favorite heroes side by side, so that's not surprising it did so well. The fact is, I know they've got a few superheroes in fucking the new Superman film, but it ain't fucking at Avengers level. So to the point where it's still got a few people. I mean, Guy Gardner's probably the most hated. Well, he is the most hated Lantern, and it still does this well. So don't give me that crap. Don't. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. I just don't get it. Like, motherfuckers go to the lengths to just try to spin this narrative that nobody's in Superman, or Superman is bad. And it's like, there's never any objective, logical facts or anything from a, reliable source that's, backing any of this shit up. It's always take, always.
And by the way, if you watch, go to the Fantastic Four channel and watch their latest trailer, the Superman trailer is already
18 million.
Yeah, exactly. And that was
in a day,
like what, 2 days max? 2 days?
But guess what? No one's interested. The engagement's low, bro. Stop lying, Truth. You should call yourself the lie, right? According to him.
Man, I don't know.
I have no idea what this guy's talking about.
I don't either. It's like, it comes to the question, at least I have to ask, is there a point in even debating him? Because, like, he's just going to start saying bullshit. I mean, I guess the point is to understand the other side, but, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, he won't pull that shit with me because I just pull out the facts and make him look stupid.
I'm going to go out and win, and I'm going to say all these people, right? This is what I think they're going to do. I think they're going to, even though I love the Fantastic Four, I don't need to go on about it. You guys already know anyway, right? I reckon they're going to say that the Fantastic Four film is better than the Superman film, just to spite people because it's doing well. I guarantee that's probably what they're going to do.
Probably. But
I'm already on the internet. I mean, I see it all the time. It's pretty funny.
Oh man!
And I'm gonna go all the way down to number 15. Spider-Man:
Oh my
Far
God,
From Home, 135 million views at 15.
Let's skip this.
He's only
And
got to
also,
15.
for some
He's
added
still talking about the
context,
trailer views.
Final Destination.
He's only got to 15.
Not to mention, this thing goes just to 20.
I feel like I've been watching
It's
for an hour
different
already.
from 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But
No,
my point is, the performance that I'm seeing regarding the trailer, the official trailer, is kind of on the level of The Flash.
Is this guy fucking retarded?
Oh my god! Of all films, coincidentally, you name The Flash.
There it is.
That's not weird, is it? Oh
And there
my
it is.
god!
And there it is.
I fail to remember when The Flash made over 230 million views. And by the way, the Superman teaser broke the all-time record for Warner Brothers in history. I don't remember The Flash doing that, bro.
Wait, Truth. Doesn't matter according to him. The Flash. The
Yeah.
Flash. The Flash was what it says in the title. The Flash was a flash in the pan. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. I really don't know what he's getting at, bro. This is like
even Michael Keaton coming back as Batman didn't save that. So don't start that shit because I can get deep into this. Stop.
yeah, and people. Let's continue on. Let's see what he says.
Oh,
The Flash had like 10 million views in his first 24 hours as official trailer, something along those lines. And Superman only had about 11 million views or so in his first 24 hours. Now, I would question how it jumped in the last few hours or so, 1 million views. But
you question it?
I'm not seeing the hype.
You question
a lot of people.
You're not seeing the hype, you fucking retard. What are you talking about?
I'm seeing people, right?
I'm not seeing the hype.
Wait, I'm seeing people in comment sections, yeah, who, do you know when you notice certain users and you've been seeing them recently, like sucking off Zack Snyder? I'm not saying you can't do that, whatever, if that's what you like. I've even seen certain people who I've seen saying Man of Steel, this, Man of Steel, that, and they're even saying, I can't lie, this trailer was actually really fucking good. Even they're saying it. I've seen people turn now. So the hype's not there yet. Most of people's fucking reactions on YouTube are loving it. John Campion. Yeah. I thought he weren't going to like it. I thought, he's going to shit on this. Surprisingly, no, he didn't. He says he loved it. So, what more can I say, really? The proof's in the pudding. If you want to see how much people think of it, go and have a look. Tyrone Magnus, for example. You know his fan base. I mean, I don't mind his videos, but they agree with him most of the time. He put a poll up on there. I think if you show it in the stream later on of, are you liking the new Superman trailer or whatever? It was 70 when I last checked. It was 77% of fucking people loved it. That's his own fan base. Fucking voting. So even they like it. So like your gig's up, mate. Like pack it in, close your channel down, go and fucking do whatever you're doing, mate. But this ain't for you, buddy. Clearly, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, talking about it's like the Flash. I'm like, what are you like? What like?
Your short videos that you do, your YouTube shorts have more content in them than a full fucking 8-minute video of his.
Because he's going down the list and making the case, which is in James Gunn's favor, by the way, of being one of the highest viewed trailers of all time, and trying to make it seem like it's not noteworthy. Which is, or trying to say that it doesn't have any hype when you yourself in the video just said that it's on the same list of highest view counts. So I don't understand what he's talking about.
And then he came across the, when he says about 11 million views. What is 11 million views low now? Is it? So that's considered low, right? What? You'd love 11 million.
But in the first day and a half, it already has accumulated 11 million views. But there's no hype whatsoever. If
he ever gets an 11 million view video on his channel, I'm going to say that's 4K low. That's so low, mate. Like, you know what I mean? Don't be happy with that. 11 million's wow low. Get out of it. Seriously.
There's no hype whatsoever. But, bro, it's literally the views are still climbing up. But there's no hype whatsoever. I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
There's no hype, but I can't even go on YouTube without people reacting to it positively. I literally can't scroll down about positive stuff. I can't.
Yeah.
Man, this is going to be big and all. I'm not saying the hype. Personally, in my opinion, this is the official trailer for James Gunn Superman. It should do well over 200 million views.
Why should it? Tell us why.
It did. The first teaser did, you fucking idiot. Yeah. What are you talking about?
How he says it should do. You notice what he does in his videos. He says it should do this, but he never goes on to explain why it should. So your context is stupid. Go on, tell us. Explain why it should. Let's see if he does. Explain why it should do that. Go on.
I just want to take the time to shout out the fans who will go ahead and watch the movies and make their own discretion on what they think of them. I just want to take a moment to shout out those guys. The guys that went and watched Man of Steel, whether they liked it or not, they still went and watched it. Why? Because it was a Superman movie. And those same guys are going to go through this for Superman. I'm going to shout out them too because, again, you know, that's what a fan is. A fan is going to go see it, see how it is, see how he feels about it, and then give his opinion. Whether if it's positive or negative, you got to respect it because he paid his own money to experience that, whether it be the movie or video game, TV show. You know what I mean?
You're right.
You know, that's something you got to respect. But shit like this is, you know, when you take trailers and you're just watching view counts and you're comparing these view counts in terms of days and months to other trailers with view counts in days and months, trying to make a point, even though there is no valid point you're making that's, you know, against this movie, it's making it disingenuous. You know what I'm saying? It's just making it disingenuous. And, you know,
but that's what it is.
I'm not going to say he's not a fan. I mean, look at his fucking wall. I mean,
I agree. I can't say that. I can't say
he's a fan. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, dude, you're going about this the wrong way. I feel like guys who do this, they go about this the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you know. But if you were to read the comments and then look at the comments, and it's pretty clear. You know, we can all, we're not going to lie to ourselves. Everything about this, not everything about this movie, but in terms of the internet perception, that is, it's very mixed. You got half.
And not to mention, like this guy's so fucking stupid that he says, in my personal opinion, I don't see the hype. That's not your personal opinion. A personal opinion is you watching James Gunn Superman and saying, I didn't like it. That's a personal opinion. Superman's trailer view count breaking records clearly shown on the DC YouTube channel is not a personal opinion. That is an objective fact, you fucking moron.
He's choosing.
If I've had arguments with people in the past and I've used a certain word, right, they've interpreted that word on how they feel it's used. I'm like, no, it doesn't matter how you feel the word is or what you think it means. The dictionary tells you what the fucking word means. That's the word. That's the fact. There is no opinion on a word. A word is what it means. If I take to fuck off, that don't mean hello, have a nice day. That means do one. That's negative. So you can't spin it how you want to. Don't do that because it annoys me. Go on facts with factual things, with numbers, like with the amount of sales. You can't say if a game may say, let's just say, 200 million a game, right? Yeah. And you go, well, in my opinion, it made 210. Well, it didn't. Where are you getting this extra 10 million from? The fact is it's 200. You can't have an opinions on facts. You can have an opinion on something that everyone's allowed opinion of. Facts aren't opinions, they're facts.
I agree. So let's continue on with this.
24 hours. Now, I want to point out that I'm speculating at this very moment because who knows, they may have pulled more views from Instagram, right, or Facebook.
That's what they do, you dumbass. That's
Are you hearing
the
this,
total
dude?
view count is accumulated. Like
just
like
said this a
Don
minute
said,
ago,
from
Truth.
Facebook, Twitter, MySpace.
If
You
you
just
look
said
on
it, though.
threads, actually, look on James Gunn's threads. James Gunn
This
actually
nigga is
dropped the numbers.
retarded.
He literally just said, though, overall it made 11 million. Did he not say that?
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
And now he's saying it made more. But you said overall it made 11 million. So, oh, you're fucking making my ears bleed, you stupid cunt. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot.
He's not that
God.
bright. He's genuinely not that bright. He's not that
Fucking
bright.
stupid. This fucking guy, man.
He's not. And again, what I said earlier, Warner Brothers on YouTube and the DC on YouTube, they have different accounts for different countries. So,
Yeah.
for example, if you look up DC on YouTube, right, you click on and it's Superman trailer. That's for here. There's DC Japan, DC Germany, all that shit.
DC Asia is stuff in there, yeah.
You see
Even
what I'm
Warner
saying?
Brothers.
Warner Brothers
have
has the
different
same
ones.
shit. Warner
Yeah,
Brothers has
have
the
it
same
too.
shit. So that's when James Gunn says this shit made X amount of views or whatever the fuck, that's because they're adding up the views from all these accounts because this video got posted on these different accounts. He's not taking that into account. You see what
And
I'm saying?
I was going to say something as well. It's impossible for him, right, to literally get the total of every single view of every single bit of trailer. Do you want to know why? Because people like me and you could post the trailers on our channel or our Facebook pages and they could get a ton of views. So you can't factor in them. It's literally impossible anyway for you to literally say totally how many views it's got. Just give the fucking views it's got on the main channel if you're going to give us views, because that's as far as you can really go. You can't give us the overall total. Stop clickbaiting your users. I feel sorry for them.
Yeah,
But he just makes himself sound fucking stupid too. It's like, why would you make yourself look and sound dumb when
That's the
clearly
great
people
thing.
can look up everything?
You've got content out of it. You can break this down. So,
No, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? So, do you know what? Actually, 4KO, if you listen to this live stream, continue to make yourself look like an absolute tool, mate, because we get enjoyment out of it. You know what I mean? We like, none of us are fanboys of anything. We just watch your video and we'll just break down your takes so we can show people who watch you how dumb you are, mate. Seriously. You got this big fucking dome with no brain in there.
Somewhere along those lines, who knows? And they probably will come out in another day or two and say, hey, we still managed to get 200 million views. And I will question that because I'm like, listen, ain't no way you got that many views and you're performing half of what you was performing.
How would you know?
Oh my god, my brain
How would
hurts.
you know that, you silly bastard?
Like I said, I think he has everything calculated. That's why he's like a mathematician, apparently. That's
Nah,
secret
man, he's got in touch with Backflick and he's on the back computer fucking getting all this shit up, mate. I'm seriously.
I'm gonna question your views because I don't understand how your views keep going up. I don't know, maybe because people are fucking watching it, you dumb fuck.
This
still don't know
motherfucker
how
got
it's
me
going
feeling like
It's so hard. You're literally breaking it down to the common denominator. It's literally, how easy is that to understand? It's getting views because people are watching it. Oh, next thing he'll go, right? He'll say it's Lex Luthor's monkeys watching the trailers.
this motherfucker got me feeling like I'm off the fear toxin right now. Because what are you saying? Because what the fuck are you talking about right now? Like,
I have no idea.
I'm about to go back to Gotham. This is some bullshit.
At this point, I'm hoping it comes up with some valid things, because it's like he hasn't said anything that's valid. It's just your
I don't
He
opinion.
hasn't said a goddamn thing that actually makes sense.
No.
He's just rage baiting. He knows what he's doing. He's rage
His
baiting.
video's that bad now. I'm
off
literally
of
just
it.
watching the screen trying to figure out what figures he's got a bit at the back of him, like which ones they come from.
Nah, he rage baiting. That's exactly what it is. He's purposefully doing this shit because he knows that it's going to get the views, the comments, and it's going to get likes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I think he's doing it on purpose. I do. That's just my.
And this is why he's scared to debate me, because I will make him look stupid. I'll make him look fucking dumb.
But we don't need to make him look stupid, because he makes himself look stupid.
Oh shit, Popo after me.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was just
I got
going
a
to say
question.
this, Gillis. I was going to
Where
say
was all
that.
those Snyder activists when BBS came out when they were trying to speak up now, huh? Nowhere to be
People shit
gone.
on it.
No one cares.
People shit on it, rightly so. But people, when these films come out, I remember people hammering it. All the critics going, "This is so bad." Not only is the film so long, most of the points don't make no sense. They're rushing everything. Now they want it back. Make your mind up, mate. It's like if you're with a missus and it's like if you're chatting to two girls at the same time, you're like, I like her because she's got nice tits, but she's got a nice arse. I can't make my mind up. You either pick one or the other. It's that simple, mate. Stop backpedaling.
Yeah, in that instance, I like both, so I'm gonna give me both. You understand me?
Yeah, same as me. But like, if I had to choose, I mean, what kind of guy are you? That's where the question lies.
Ass to mouth.
Sometimes we don't have to make choices. We just do it.
We just take.
Such a choice cannot be made.
In your teaser. Now, if you come out and say 120, 130, I'll believe you. But I'm not going to believe 250 million views, 200 million views.
Bro, you
your
can't even fucking
opinion.
speak. No one cares what you believe.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
there.
you're not the king.
What are you
It's
talking
there. It's
It's
there.
like you're not
it's
God.
all on the accounts that like he's not understanding that. Like he's so fucking dense. Like
And you know what, Ty? If you notice a pattern, what's he doing right there? He's speaking in what?
fucking tongues at this point.
Yeah, self-thought. You notice it's all about him and what he wants. Me, me, me. That's all I've
Yeah.
heard from these people who
Yeah,
don't
no,
want
you're
this
right.
new film.
You're right.
It's me, me, me. Me.
Yeah, you just read all of that data and now you're like, all right, now I'm gonna get my point on it. No, you read the data. That's it.
Yeah.
Numbers don't lie, right? Not for nothing. This is my biggest pet peeve with them. Show it. Show what the fuck you're like. What the fuck? What is that? You got a whole computer in front of you. You can't show this shit? Come on, gang.
So I weren't a fan of the MCU, right? I weren't a big fan of the MCU because I just didn't like the style they were going for and the way they filmed the films. It's just, but the thing is, that's a personal thing to me. I'm not saying because I don't like it or I don't like the way things were filmed that it was shit. I can't do that. It's my opinion. When you're reading facts, facts are facts. They're not opinions. There's a famous saying: facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. They don't.
I mean, not for nothing, but Martin Scorsese has an opinion on the MCU. You know what I'm saying? He feels like it's a roller coaster that's like this. It's a quick roller coaster. He already gave his opinion on that shit.
Yeah.
And look how that turned out. Of course, not many people agree with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and real quick, I don't know if y'all know this guy, Bill Simmons. I'm not gonna be surprised if you're not, but basically a sports commentator, and he started out his one podcast talking about the Superman trailer. And then the first thing out of his mouth was why. So the usual suspects ran with that, and they're basically trying to use that as if, you know, nobody is interested, nobody's hyped, this, that, and the third. I brought that up because, you know, we got 4K slow saying nobody's hyped. Bro, nobody knows who the fuck Bill Simmons is outside of their, like, come on, bro. Like, go ask your mother if they know who Bill Simmons is. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like and when it comes to that name, they gonna think of the fucking basketball player, not the fucking sports player. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, it's like a similar thing. I can compare that to. Do you know like WWE? How they like the I don't know whether any of you know about it with that Travis Scott, whoever the fuck he is. Yeah, most people in the UK and the world don't know who the fuck Travis Scott even is. They don't know the guy. They don't know him, and I think it's closed-minded. They think because. I'm not saying offense to you. I don't know how you two fucking think, you Americans, like you two specifically, right? But there's some Americans that think the world is just America. They're not aware that there's a whole other fucking continents. You know what I mean? It's not everyone knows your sport. They don't, or they know your actors and shit. They don't know everything.
Right.
You know? Like, I'm not going to say something that I know in England, and I'm not going to expect you two to know it because you probably are not going to. It's an international thing for us. You know what I mean? You ain't going to know loads of stuff here. I ain't going to know loads of your fucking
a lot of us watch soccer, but like that's pretty much it. I ain't gonna lie, we don't watch fucking rugby or any other sports, fucking United Kingdom or anything like that. And I imagine the same is for other continents with like football and basketball and shit. The only time when they're tuning into that shit is when they're watching the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is the most nationalized, televised event or whatever the fuck. But like even people in the other parts of the world, they stream that shit. So it's like, there are some people who watch this shit, but it's not enough to essentially, make a dent, if that makes sense.
The only people I know about the NFL, the two people, is fucking Tom fucking Brady, whoever that is, yeah, and Patrick Mahomes. They're the only people I actually know. I don't know anyone else. Most people don't hear.
And you know about them because of word of mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's all I know about them for. That's it.
That's word of mouth because, you know, like anytime you tune into, like, you know, American news and you go to the sports section, usually when they're talking about America national, you know what I'm saying, sports, those are the two names you're going to hear because in terms of the past 5 years, they've been putting in work. So
I'm going to say, hot take, right? Because I've been in America like 8 times. I think it's 8 or 9 times I've been. It'd be like Florida anyway. My favourite sport you have over there, right, is fucking baseball, man. I fucking love baseball. Wicked.
That's
I like it.
That's not a hot take at all, actually. That's like basically
people like baseball here.
I thought it was wicked. I liked it, man.
There's a trinity when it comes to like the sports, and that's football, basketball, baseball. That's the top 3 in America. And then
so I did my basketball when I was there, but I just thought baseball to me, I just loved it. Thought it was wicked. But yeah, as you were saying, let's move on to this fucking idiot and get it over with because he's making my ears.
Yeah, word. No hype.
No. I'm looking at this first official trailer.
He's still on the
giving me 13 million views on the same channel as the teaser gave me, and it was 24 million views. That's right. And let me see.
Yeah, because it just fucking got released, you dumb fuck. Jesus Christ. I can't take the stupidity. I really can't. The stupidity fucking triggers me.
What else I want to go with?
I'm literally looking on my phone here.
And I want to point out another thing.
All of it.
I feel like the hype is dying down drastically.
What?
Because if you look at the sneak peek, the one that features crypto, it only has 11 million views in a month. And if we go to the behind the scenes footage, it was released 3 weeks ago. It has 2 million views. Personally, I think that should be somewhere along the lines of 15 million views. I mean, come on. What is only 100,000 people watching this thing over and over again? I don't know. I don't know.
Real quick,
but something is not right, and we also have to take into consideration.
I've literally
this
just gone
trailer
on my phone,
for Superman.
Right?
People clicked on it.
Pause this knobhead.
Affiliate links.
Yeah. I've got my main account on YouTube, and I have like old emails. I've gone on like an old YouTube account that I used to have, right? I've gone on that, which isn't subscribed to no one or nothing, so I won't get any fucking biased content that I subscribe to, right? It'll just the algorithm I'll just get on that channel. Every single video I've literally just gone on my phone is positive stuff about Superman and how hyped people are for it. I haven't seen hardly any videos being negative, saying there's no hype there. So what are you getting this from? An old YouTube account with no biases is getting this shit. We're like, what are you talking about? You fraud.
And not for nothing, I want to mention this real quick. These DC fans think that because Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman is thrown out there, it's just immediately going to gangbuster everything. Bro, no, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
We know that. We know that as fans. We know that. You know what I mean? We're not biased towards it.
He doesn't know that, though. And there's a lot of the usual suspects, not even a lot. All of the usual suspects do not realize that. They think because they're so recognized and known and talked about on the internet, they all need to do gangbusters right then and there. It don't work like that.
I'm telling you now, a solo Batman film, and I'll be honest, and I love the Trinity. Fucking got them up there, man. I love them. Favorite group. But a solo Batman film will probably make more money than a Trinity film. I'm just going to be honest.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, because it's so easy. It's like you got to think the budget too. You know what I'm saying? Like think well, I can't fucking speak. The Batman costed around $430 million to make.
Oh, did it? The Robert Pattinson one?
To produce, yes.
Yeah.
To produce $430 million. It earned $770 million. That shit profited the studio $330 million. Wonder Woman and Superman fly. They do all this fantastical shit. So it costs a little bit more to make those movies. Man of Steel, what was it?
600 million.
668 million. And the cost for that movie with production and everything, marketing, everything, and CGI.
Well, like 350.
Nah, 600 million. 617 million.
How?
617 million. Facts.
So they're about broke even then.
I'll show you the fucking whatchamacallit. No, it profited $42 million. It profited $42 million. Truth knows what I'm talking about. Truth knows exactly
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I don't get with people? It's like I don't want people in the chat to think I hate Zack Snyder. Right? I've said it multiple times. And it's the only time
Yeah, we love Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I love Dawn of the fucking Dead. Watchmen, amazing. I actually wanted them, right? Even though I just feel like it's not. He wasn't the true depiction of Superman. Does that mean it's bad? Does that mean because someone doesn't do a comic accurate, version on film of a character, does that mean it's going to be bad? No, that's not the case. I'm not saying that, right? I'm just saying this is just what I wanted. Maybe that's a personal bias. I wanted a comic accurate Superman. And funny enough, we're getting that, and people are excited. I wanted them to take parts of Man of Steel, not everything, and put it into this. And I do feel like there is a little bit of inspiration there. But tell me this, everyone in chat. How can you do any project in the world now, as we are, without taking inspiration from someone when humans have, evolved over years? How can you make films and not have inspiration from what came before? Of course you're going to take parts. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
I agree. Quick fun fact from your Batman fan here. You know Batman's even inspired by somebody? Not just Superman. He is the antithesis, like the total opposite in antithesis, whatever the fuck the word is of
Superman. You said it right, antithesis.
Yes. But the Shadow, he's also inspired by the Shadow. The Shadow does very much the same shit. He's very much basic Batman with two guns.
Yeah. I remember the movie back in the 90s. That shit was trash.
Yeah, that shit was garbage. He's very basic. I mean, sometimes he has his like little quips or whatever, but like even Batman is inspired by somebody. And look how far you know what I mean?
King G, my issue with Snyder's take isn't necessarily that it's not entirely comic accurate, is that the writing is bad. I think I remember someone saying this, and I somewhat agree. Someone said that Man of Steel is a good science fiction film. It's just not a Superman film.
Okay.
It's only one thing I hated about Man of Steel.
Enough.
Yeah.
Do you know the pods that they went up to in the start? They did look like dicks. Come on, they did.
I'll be honest, and it's like the only time I felt like Man of Steel was like DC.
I have no idea who that is.
The only time I felt like Man of Steel was like really DC was when Superman was on screen. I'm not gonna lie. General Zod. I knew that was General Zod. So like, of course, like Kryptonian, all that.
I agree.
But like taking all that out of context, he don't really look like a Kryptonian. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like really thinking about it, Superman is the only one that looks like a tried and true Kryptonian. That's why I give Henry Cavill his props, because he looked like he belonged in DC.
Yeah, and I'll give him it. A lot of what happened in the DCEU kind of doesn't feel like that. If that makes sense. But even though I loved it, I still fucking loved it. It's just, that's kind of how it came off to me, I feel the same when I'm playing games. I don't know whether you two play games. I mean, I don't play them as much anymore because I've got kids and that, so it's hard to fucking find the time. Do you know what I mean? I've only done this now because they're in fucking bed, man. But the thing is, right? I was going to say, games. We're on to that. I'm not the same with games. The thing is with films, it has to look nice visually. It still does, whether you like it or not. Visually, it still has to be aesthetically pleasing to the eye. It has to be.
Yeah.
But it's about the story, like someone else mentioned there. And I'm the same with games, right? I don't give a fuck how nice a game looks. I couldn't care if it's the nicest looking game. I'll always pick frame rate over the game because you play the game. I want a game that runs smooth, not a game that looks nice but runs like a piece of shit and it's awful to play. I'll pick the performance over the looks. That's my opinion, and that's how it goes for me.
Fair enough.
I agree.
So I don't know what you two would pick, the looks or the performance. What you two picking? That's just my personal opinion.
I would say the performance, because at the end of the day, you have to like the characters. If you don't like the characters, then it doesn't matter how good it looks.
Exactly. Right. I mean,
like Zack Snyder's Sucker Punch. Like Sucker Punch is a beautiful looking film, but the characters and the story is terrible, and the performances are bad. But it's pretty. It's pretty to look at.
Like Rebel Moon too.
Oh God! Don't get me started on Rebel trash.
But let's be real though, it is very
Rebel
pretty
mid.
looking. Like turn it on and turn down the volume.
Yeah.
What the fuck's Rebel Moon? What is this Rebel Moon? I know Zack Snyder did it, but what is it?
It's like a rip-off of Star Wars, just worse.
It's quite
jeez.
literally a rejected Star Wars script revised into a different universe, into something new.
Oh, well, it doesn't
It,
sound
it
like
is
to me.
awful. Like I'm not even being hyperbolic. It truly is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's bad.
You know
Shockingly
what, though, I
bad.
don't get.
I'm not gonna lie. I put my partner I'm working on my new universe with. I put him on to Rebel Moon. Truth. Guess what?
Whatever.
He fucking loves it.
Oh no!
I'm like, oh really? Is that right? He's like, yo,
God,
that
that
shit
shit is
fire.
trash. Oh God. Honestly, I would rather watch the Whedon cut than watch Rebel Moon again.
You know, like not recently, but like a couple years ago, I did that after watching the Snyder cut, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I agree, Douglas.
It's on
Yeah, I agree.
All right, let's finish watching this fucking video. It's almost over, thank God.
Oh,
All right.
Speaking
all
of
right,
affiliate
Band-Aid.
links, how's about looking down? You can buy yourself something from McFarlane, Hasbro,
McFarlane?
Sony, Xbox, and it'll help your boy out with a little bit of commission.
no.
But
Why
I'm
would
good,
we have
bro.
to think about that as well, because they had websites that was talking about Superman, this new trailer, and they had links that brought you directly to YouTube. So with that being said, out of these 13 million, I'm thinking about 8 of them is true. I'm your boy.
What the? What? Out of all the 14 million, I think about 8 million is true. Yeah.
He's rage baiting. There's no way. There's no way you're not rage baiting. No, there's no fucking way you're serious.
Even if some views are from bots, whether it's a bot or not, it still counts as a
Oh my
bot.
God, hilarious.
What's
Somebody
it count as?
screenshot this, please.
Even if it's a bot, yeah, do like watching the video. What's it still counts as, Truth?
I
A view. A view.
No.
So like fucking. Oh god, I've got to say. So what we're going to review the video. Who wants to go first? What do you think of his video, man?
Horrible. 0 out of 10. I do not recommend this to anybody. This is trash. This reminds me of the time I watched Birds of Prey for the first time. I was not happy because that man didn't show up not once. I was pissed. I'm not gonna lie. And the
Right,
movie
you, Truth.
sucked.
What you thinking about the video, mate?
This gave me brain cancer, bro. It really is just an abomination of everything. I think this video literally killed all my brain cells. Like my brain has stopped functioning. I don't know what's happening. It's just one of the worst videos I've ever seen.
Oh, I'm going to say the video was amazing. It made me never want to watch the new film. After watching this, I've opened my eyes that he's right in everything he's saying, and this new Superman film is just going to be terrible. He's just, thanks, 4K. You've opened my eyes. You know, while it's closed July the 11th.
Did he make you jump on the train and restore the Snyderverse?
Yeah, fuck off, did he? Do one. Ain't restoring shit. What he needs to do is restore his integrity. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking here, man. I'd like, where's your logic? And then like, you didn't show nothing of what the fuck you were talking about. Like, what's your source?
Ty, do you know if you did a video like this, yeah, and you rewatched it back, would you have considered pressing the upload button to this, or would you have just, not uploaded it?
Wait, what are you talking about?
If the video that we've just watched of his, if you had a video that was similar to this, would you rewatch it, and after a rewatch, would you think, yeah, that's absolutely fine to put on YouTube, or would you not upload the fucking thing?
Bro, nah, I would have had to think twice. We'd have to redo that shit over again.
It's because you've got a brain. That's why.
Bro, like, just with the 4-minute video I made today, anybody's in the chat, please go check out my shit. I just reviewed the Superman trailer, like and subscribe as well. But
yeah. Go and watch Dark Knight Bigelow's new video on his channel. It's actually really good.
Thanks. But
Go check
even
it out.
with that
Just
shit,
subscribe to him, man. Like his videos as well. Like, show him some love. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to do the videos. He puts the time in, and they're good.
Like, what was it? It was 6:00, 6:30 when we started. within like 5:30, I was like doing the video. I redid that shit like 10 fucking times because I didn't like my audio. Word of my mother.
It was good though. I mean, even with all the copyright shit you've been getting just recently, see, you still stuck to it.
They've been striking me with that shit like fucking Thor. Like, yo, leave me alone.
Once Superman comes out and is successful, what will we have left? What will become of channels similar to his? It'll probably die out, like it always does.
No, it won't die out. Do you know what will happen? They'll change the tune, and they'll all of a sudden say, you know, it's good because they'll go where the money goes. So they'll just grift.
That's true.
You know, but if they have any integrity, they should just, you know, pack their shit up and do one because it's embarrassing. It wouldn't surprise me if they delete the videos on it. They could delete the history, like the videos. You know, that's why save their videos just in case.
All the videos will be on private from now on.
Yeah, they will. I'm telling you, mate. I never said Superman was going to do bad. Oh, wait, a minute, mate. Here's a video I've uploaded to my channel of you saying it. Let me guess, it's not you, right? I caught you in 4K.
4K slow. That's his twin brother right there, 4K slow.
Twin brother. It's Bizarro.
It's Bizarro. It's Bizarro.
Like, I just want to know what happened to the community, man. Like, really, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this shit that has started with the DCEU and shit just ain't been right ever since.
Look at that, 20 million views in just 2 days, bro. That's insane.
How much?
I'll
20 million views.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's
amazing for that.
And that's just on the DC channel alone.
Yeah, that's just the DC channel for this country. DC's got, and mind you, again, DC's got other channels. They posted this on the other channels, same with Warner Brothers. So all of that counts as well for views.
Yeah, I'll tell you what my view is on it and why it's changed. No, nothing political. I'll tell you because we don't talk about shit here. You know, we'll make the Truth Politics channel. Yeah, we said we'll do that one day. But I think what's really changed, in my opinion, is like back in 2013 with Man of Steel and stuff, and even before then, no one was online, you know, consciously, and it wasn't, you know, culture was still, it was all right. You know, people were still kind to each other. I feel like culture and social media and stuff is shaped certain people into being a certain way, and I think it's just clashed with people who ain't all about that. So it's just created this fucking environment where no one can agree to disagree, and I think that's what's caused it, is this shit. Genuinely, I think it's just been a rift. I don't know. Yeah,
I would equate to something like that as well.
It's sad, really, but do you know what? Times are healing, man. Like I believe. Look, things have to get worse before they get better, and I feel this is the start of it. I feel like with the DCU, I feel like you've already had the worst of it now. I don't feel like they can't get any worse than what it's already been. It's at its worst. And I feel like it's just going to get better from here on out. And if that trailer doesn't prove it's going to get better and the reactions that people are giving, then I don't know what to tell you. Quite clearly, people are all in for it. I'm just saying.
I agree.
I just want to go to this and see this movie. I hope the shit is packed. Everybody's hyped. Like, I just hope it does well. That's really what, because I want to see the DCU continue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see this shit keep going. Other than that, if this shit fails, I'm ready for more Batman.
I think we all are at this point. Do you know what? That's one thing you can never say about DC. When it comes to Batman, then don't hardly ever let you down. So at least we've got that to fall back on.
They don't never let you down with that.
Never does, man. But, you know, and even after this, not only have we got this to look forward to, remember, Supergirl's already wrapped up filming. Got that to look forward to. But straight after... straight after Superman, what have we got straight after?
Lanterns.
Lanterns.
Peacemaker. We got that first.
Oh, yeah, we got Peacemaker, too.
Yeah, we got Peacemaker.
You know what I mean? We got that shit. And then
Peacemaker.
we've got loads of stuff to look forward to. Look, I'm just happy. I feel like there's a time now. The difference is when Man of Steel came out, there wasn't a clear-cut direction. It was, we'll make this and see where it goes. I feel like James Gunn has actually made Superman, and he's had a direction before he released this. He knows where he wants it to go. So I feel like there's a plan in place. But do plans always go according to plan? No, but it's a start. WB finally are letting him have the reins. Let him take it to where it's going to go.
I agree. Then we got Clayface.
Oh, yeah, shit. Yeah.
I think Tyrone, despite all the shit talk, I think he will give his honest opinion once he sees the movie.
Yeah, I think he will. I think he'll be honest.
I haven't even watched Tyrone.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll be honest.
I don't watch Tyrone either. I used to watch Our Movie News because he was pretty chill about the whole situation with like DC in general. Like for a while, you know, he was like, I want Snyderverse to come back, and then like even when the shit was like clearly over, he was still, you know, hashtagging and all that shit. But then it was like he was like, no, I'm just gonna give it a chance. If I don't like it, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about, you know, Our Movie News. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of why like periodically I like to go back, watch a few videos of him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some of his views don't really agree on, you know what I'm saying? But he's not a bad person. He's genuinely not. You know? Aaron Fisher, on the other hand,
Aaron Fisher.
He does go watch the movies. He actually goes to watch the movies.
I'll give him that. Yeah, he does.
He takes his family and goes to the movies, sits down, actually does that. And then the people who, you know, with bombarding him and all that shit, made him fucking with the FBI. That shit was crazy. Yeah, was wild.
Yeah, that was too far.
Yeah, I was wild.
That was crazy.
He's an entirely different person. You know,
if
he's
people go to my channel, right?
He's deliberately hated. Deliberately.
Yeah. I mean, if people go to my channel and see any of my reviews, I'm fair with my criticism, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I won't just, like I said, I won't say things are good just because I love the franchise. I'm fair. If I say, if something's bad, I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm not a grifter, and I never will be. I'll just be honest. And if there's things I don't like in this film, because I guarantee you, there is going to be films that, us in the live stream now, there's going to be things that we probably aren't a fan of, just a little bit. There's going to be little things, because you can't watch a film and 100% like everything. There's going to be little nitpicks we've got, yeah, and I'll say them. But I'll be fair with it. I'm not just going to say it's great because, you know, I like Superman. We're not going to do that. We're going to be fair with our criticism. If it's great, then good. I'm happy. That's what I fucking wanted, and I'm pretty sure all of you did. If it's bad, I'm not going to be happy that it's bad because I'm sick of having shit Superman films. But I'll just be honest about it. I mean, what else can we do? We can't do anything else but just be honest. So that's all we can do. Honesty is the best policy.
Like,
I agree.
This right now, there's already one thing I don't like about this movie. I don't like how the guy in the black suit is confirmed to be Ultraman. I really don't.
Yeah,
that dude. Yeah.
Don't like that.
I agree.
Sorry, but I'm not sorry. Like my biggest thing about that is because DC already did something with that with the multiverse. He's somebody else from another universe.
Yeah.
I wish James Gunn were to just do something different. Now, quick second of what I would have done.
Yeah.
I would have done something similar to like, you know, how Lex Luthor made Bizarro, and it looks like they're gonna do that. But I would have.
I hope so.
I would have done a robot. I would have done a robot, and I would have made Lex Luthor like kind
Metallo?
of in a way, but not Metallo, like Superior Man from Red Sun.
Do you know what I think would have been good if they could kind of take Superman's robots in the Fortress and turn them against Superman, but enhance them somehow against him?
Said
That would have been interesting.
Yeah, do you know the Fortress of Solitude? Do you know the robots that he's already got in there? It'd be good if Lex could have reprogrammed them, but also
he actually does do that.
He does.
Superman, but he does it to Supergirl in the CW universe. John Cryer.
I think it'd be good if he did it here. I think one of my pet peeves is, I'll even admit, there's certain shots to me, and this is just something that I feel. See, I'm not being negative. I'm just saying, you know, my opinion, and I think it looks great. But there is certain shots that look a little bit iffy at points. Like, do you know the shot where he says, "Look up here"? Do you know what I'm on about? His head bobbles a little bit on the collar, if you notice, a little bit. But that's a little pet peeve. That doesn't bother me if the film's great. If you look closely, see, I love that shot there where he's picking him up. That's what Superman's all about. It was this bit. See his head, like, look, see how it kind of bobbles a tiny bit?
Yeah.
It kind of looks a tiny bit off. But I think they'll go through that on post. But that's one of my issues I've got there. Not a big issue, it's a little thing. But see, I can still call things out. But overall, that tiny little thing is not going to take away from the whole spectrum. It's not going to for me.
Oh, yeah, that's over. I'm not watching that movie. His head bobbles. I'm done.
Fuck this movie. Ban it.
You know, I see people shit on this scene right here saying this looks so corny. What do you expect?
Look how
we're killing the robot?
Yeah, you know when Crypto's attacking her?
Lex Luthor's walking through like nobody saw the fit. Like, no, we saw your fit, Lex. You're good. We saw you, bro.
Yeah, you see harsh critics review on it. Do you know what one of his things he said on it was? He said it's crap because all the people in it are ugly. You couldn't write this shit.
What does that mean?
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
all
what
the
is
cast are ugly.
These people like make the dumbest criticisms I've ever heard. Like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about,
Remember when they
Oh,
tried to call Rachel Brosnahan a tranny? Like, yo, that was
bruh?
that was
Some
wild.
stupid shit.
Yeah, I agree, Saeed. We could.
Shit.
And if it is, we're all
Yeah.
mate, I'm telling you now, we on the stream here are going to be out and we'll call it out. We're going to call
Yeah.
it spade a spade.
No, that's a fact.
Mate,
If
you ain't going
if
to see
it's
this
trash,
face
it's
hiding.
trash.
I ain't going nowhere. I ain't hiding nowhere. I'll come out and say it's bad. Believe me.
Shit, that's how I was with the Flash. I was a damn near biggest supporter in the Truth Army, and then it came out, and then I was still defending it, and then I was like, you know what? I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. This shit is done.
Yeah,
Cooked.
is using her.
I
I'm
still-
not really a fan of that theory.
I still stand on that Dark Flash hill, though. I do like that concept. I felt like that was done very well, but other than that, yeah, we gonna leave that in the past.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Archtrick said Lois Lane had a big forehead.
Yeah,
I-
and he said that
this is
Rachel
why I don't
Brosnan
watch other
is
DC
ugly as
YouTubers.
fuck, basically. I don't know where he's getting that from. Rachel
Yeah.
ain't ugly, so get fucked.
Give up.
Maybe it's just his taste in women, man.
Maybe he likes David a lot more. Who knows?
No, he just
I don't know,
shine
man.
on Nicholas Holt's head.
This day and age, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised.
Nah, man, I kind of like. I kind of feel like he's a bit of a Metallo kind of guy, you know. Or he's probably like a bit of Metamorpho.
That's all the Snyder Cult right there screaming.
Pretty much. Pretty fucking
I've
much.
even seen people saying about Mark Kent saying she's too trailer trash. Like, fucking hell, you can't please anyone, can you?
All because of how she sounds, all because of her accent. Like,
I know,
that's
yeah.
wicked.
Tell me, yeah, that's like this. Oh, it's so stupid.
I do for sure.
I never
Truth.
watched. I never.
Yo,
watched
Truth.
all the
Remember
seasons.
when I blindly casted this motherfucker? I was like, Nicholas Holt is gonna be Lex. Watch.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy.
Only Brown and women say this: Nicholas Holt. It's impossible for him to be in a film and have shit acting in it. He can't. He's just so good at.
Yeah, he's always
No,
great.
he was great. I was first
Right.
introduced to him by with X-Men First Class. I watched
Oh,
him as
Beast.
And I watched him as Beast, and I mean, not for nothing, I did like the original better. or
Kelsey
like,
Grammer. I
I
did.
did like him a little bit better, but he did very well with Hank. You know, he very much was like trying to hold back. He felt like Hulk, you know what I'm saying, but like a little bit more tamed.
Yeah, I liked it. I like the aspects, but I think we can all agree on one thing: then films.
Superheroes, what's good, my boy?
Yeah, I mean Jennifer Lawrence, right? Yeah, she ain't bad looking, but I think as Mystique, I prefer the original actor. I just felt she was better, man.
I agree.
Rebecca
I feel-
Romaine.
More like
Yeah,
a-
she was fucking amazing.
If it doesn't make 1 billion, the Snyder Cult is going to run with the narrative that it wasn't successful.
It
even if
doesn't
makes
even
it-
need to make $1 billion though, because I'm going
Yeah.
to tell you now, even if this makes 500 million, right? They're still going to go along with the DCU because why would they finish fucking filming Supergirl? Does no one see the pattern? They're still going to go along.
Yeah, yes.
As long as it makes profit for the studio, reasonable
Yeah.
profit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah.
And if it's good, guess what? Guess what that means for Supergirl? It's going to make even more money because people are going to be
Yeah.
excited to see
And
Supergirl.
even if Superman doesn't make as much, I still feel like they're going to let James Gunn go a bit longer. Do you want to know why? Because he has the track record with superhero films being successful. He has that in his fucking hat. He has that shit. So that's what helps him out as well. He has the track record. He has the history.
If Superman is really good and it makes money, do you want James Gunn to do the sequel or somebody else?
Oh, that's a fucking tough one, you know. It depends. I can't say because we ain't actually seen the whole film. But
I mean,
I mean, I don't want James Gunn to do every DCU film. Of course, I don't.
Yeah.
But
no, I don't. But I mean, he's already doing this movie, both writing and directing. So it's
I'm
kind of
gonna I'm gonna say something now, right? Yeah. And probably I don't know if people can agree. I wouldn't even mind, right, Zack Snyder doing a Batman film, but he has to have someone at the side to him do the story. Listen, but they have to be there at some of the decisions he makes and say you can't be doing that shit though. I mean, I wouldn't mind the dark atmosphere, not him doing the story of the film, but you know, like the atmosphere that he can create with his dark films.
I've always said this, and I'll continue to say this: Zack Snyder directing, somebody else writing.
Yes,
That is a
Dawn
duo.
of the Dead.
That is a duo. That is a duo, 100%. Zack Snyder cannot write, but if you give him a camera, he is unstoppable. I'm
His
telling you
shots
this
are
right now.
beautiful. They are.
There
I'm not
is
going to deny
in,
it.
in terms of cinematography, he does not have one bad movie. Even
No.
BVS looks fucking great. Like
Yeah.
for what,
Yeah.
like, bro, you cannot argue with that. But in terms, but he didn't write that. That was Chris
No.
Terrio and
No.
David Goyer. So not for nothing,
Yeah.
you can't really blame that on him. He did produce it, yes, but he did not write it. So that's not really on him. But Rebel Moon's on him. So,
I'm going to be honest, right? I might even say, I don't know whether you've
I
even
agree.
seen the film he's done, but I feel like even Ryan Coogler could do something in the DCU because when
Yes.
I watched Sinners,
Yeah,
it
he'll
was
be
beautiful.
phenomenal.
Yeah, no, Ryan Coogler is a good director, honestly. I don't like what he did with Killmonger, in my opinion. And
No, I didn't
with
like
Wakanda
that.
Forever. I mean, most people do, and I mean, I don't get it. I'm trying to understand
Scotty.
it, but I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. But at the same time, in terms of like his writing, the way he shoots his movies, you know, and the production he does put into them, it's good. It is good. So I would want to see a DC movie from him.
I mean, I wouldn't even mind George Miller getting involved.
Yeah, he was going to do Justice League back in the day.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
think, yeah, if he did something like, I wouldn't even mind him to, you know, even he could direct a Justice League film or have some part to play in it because his suits and the way they looked, you know, some of his ideas. Because I've seen some of the leaked stuff, I was like, that looks wicked. It did for the time, and he could do something. I'm sure.
Snyder should do the fight cinematography for Justice League movies. Why not?
As fight cinematography weren't bad, but do you know what it was? It was his storytelling, and this is why I say Dawn of the Dead's great because coincidentally, who wrote it and then who directed that?
James Gunn and Zack Snyder.
There you go, perfect.
That's why
he
it's so
can
good.
do it.
Doesn't exactly like they
Yeah.
was fucking cooking, and we're talking about dark humor James Gunn. So take from that what you will.
Yeah, and oi, you can't do dark humor though. Apparently, it's all light
Not
shit.
today, but like back then. I mean, you know, like think about it like this. I'm pretty sure there was a fucking zombie baby in there. Like think about
Yeah,
it.
there
That's some
was.
James Gunn shit. That's some
Shot
tried
it
and
in the
true
head.
James Gunn shit.
I would stick with that. What works, let James Gunn do the sequel. They need to focus on guaranteed success. No need to fix something that's not broken. But you know what's funny? I think James Gunn is gonna do World's Finest. I think that's what he's gonna do next.
Yeah, I'll let him do that, but he can't do every DCU film. Though.
Yeah.
That
No,
that
he
guy
can't.
will be fucking.
But he
knackered.
loves Batman so much. He loves Batman.
Do you know
I've
what?
been
He
trying to
wants
get him to
do-
answer my question. And I'd be like, yo, James, Batman or Superman? He don't be answering me. I'd be like,
You're not gonna answer that.
I
You're not
don't
gonna
know,
answer
but there's directors I'm thinking of, but it's like it's hard because it's different doing dark films than it is to do a superhero film because not only do you need the action, you need the story. I feel the story needs to be there.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know what I mean? Without the story, the action doesn't actually mean nothing because the action's not telling any story.
Motherfuckers will think it is, but it's like, you know, you can only do so much with that. Like
Yeah.
like a short film, you can basically make it to where there's like no dialogue, but there's all plot, and the plot is telling you the story. You can do that, but for a 2-hour movie,
No.
you can't do that.
I mean, even I know you won't do it, but what's the director? Do you know what's his name? Do you know Robert Eggers?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yes.
mind him doing like a horror character within the DCU, doing some horror type vibe.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, very much so.
He could probably pull off, you know, like a rendition of The Killing Joke. I mean, he's got the art to do it.
And James Gunn, he's on record saying that he loves that story, The Killing Joke. He loves that story.
Me too. I mean, it's arguably it is one of the best. It's
What if
Batman's
he
best
does
story.
Professor Pig?
Who?
Professor
Like-
Pig, that'd be scary as
He's-
fuck.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Do you want to know why? Not because it wouldn't be great, because he just gives me the fucking creeps. That guy, man. He's weird as fuck. Do you know his
Exactly.
fucking?
That's why it works. That's why it works.
Yeah, you know his opera shit. Oh god, I don't even want him to touch me. The fat, horrible slime. I hated him in the game. I was like, get the fuck away from me. Didn't even want to punch him. Like, don't even come near me, man.
I agree. Zack Snyder paired with a good writer is gold. There was nothing special about Rebel Moon. The story was bland and both parts of the franchise dragged. Yeah. I didn't even see part 2, bro.
I
That's
didn't
how
either.
fucking terrible.
Do you know who I compare Zack Snyder to? Not saying he's as good. I compare him to a horror director in terms of a similar thing. It's like Rob Zombie. he can do really good shots with a camera, man, with films, but the story's all fucking trailer park trash. It's all shit.
Yeah.
I got a hot take for you. I
What's up?
actually liked his Halloween movies better than the originals.
No,
Nah,
it's
bruh.
blasphemy.
He said,
Oh, they wanna get
both of them
banned.
said, nah.
You
I
better
have
get
that
banned real
shit.
quick.
They pulled the blocks out on me
Nah.
fast. Nah, honestly,
Ban Don, bro.
when-
Ban the Don. It's over.
Ban. It's over.
Man,
It's
I
only
ain't
because of
listen.
like
Mute this
fucking whatchamacallit.
motherfucker.
I forgot what the year the first one came out, but it was like fucking
1978.
no, my bad. Not that one.
The original.
Rob
I mean,
Zombie one.
2007. If you talk about Rob Zombie.
Yes, that one. So like that shit came out, and that was like the height of horror movies, and it was like there was shitty horror movies, and then this came out, and then like the way Mike Myers looked, I don't know, it was something different. Like that shit made me shit my pants.
The only reason I just don't like it is because it's not Michael Myers. It's just not. Like even the new ones. I like 2018. Halloween Kills okay, but Halloween Ends was shit. I'm just gonna say the best Halloween films is the original. That's the ultimate Halloween film. That's how I like it more.
I do like
the
the
shadows.
atmosphere. I do like the atmosphere and the feel of like old school Haddonfield, Illinois. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it actually does feel like what the time is describing. You know what I'm saying? And then like they try to do that now or tell that story now. It's just, for me, it's not believable.
Yeah, think about it. I mean, you should probably see my channel. Fuck me, I'm such a hardcore Halloween fan, yeah. But I'm gonna say this shit. Halloween
Look at that
6 Michael
motherfucker.
Myers, yeah. Halloween 6 Michael Myers, shit story. But you're not telling me that Halloween 6 Michael's scarier than them all. Yes, he fucking is. Terrifying. But I'll just say personally, the best. I ain't gonna talk about Halloween because I could get into it. I'm so passionate about it. I'll skip that. We could be all fucking day about it. But do you know, out of like remakes of old horror films from around the early 2000s, I'm gonna go as far as to say the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I kind of prefer that over the original a tiny bit. I loved that fucking film.
That was pretty solid.
Yeah, that was definitely solid. Yo, man, I was young as fuck. I saw that shit. That shit had me thinking the photos was real. I was pissed. I was tight.
Yeah, well, I did. I did. I was like, this is fucking weird. I remember, when I first watched that, yeah, I had my fucking Wii set up in my room, and I remember thinking, oh, my Wii can go on the internet. And I was just sitting back with my nunchuck and my Wii remote going on YouTube back then. It was slow as fuck. And I was watching someone's like fully uploaded Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 version, man. Oh, they were the days. None of these kids don't get it these days, man. We had to struggle.
No.
Nice to meet you as well, mate. Just love Halloween. Fuck Halloween Ends, though. Should have ended. Piece of shit.
Should have been in a long time ago.
Watch my review on Halloween Ends on my channel. It's when I was fat as fuck, but you'll love it.
Peter Paul, what's your lineup for Justice League members? What's your lineup?
I'll tell you what it is. It's got to be the Flash has to be there. Barry Allen or Wally West, I don't mind because they're both great. Green Lantern has to. I would have personally gone for Howard Jordan because I like him, but John Stewart's great, so it is. No Cyborg, Teen Titans, don't care. So it has to be Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, obviously. The Flash, Green Lantern, and then Martian Manhunter. That's how it has to be for me, but, well, what about you lot?
What about you, Don?
Shit, I'm the Trinity, the Flash. I would say Barry Allen only because, like...
Yeah, probably. You know what? I agree. Yeah, I'm going to say Barry Allen as well.
I feel like he's just a staple for the Justice League, but then at the same time, there's a small slither part of me that wants to see Wally West. That's for another conversation, though. Yeah. Green Lantern. I don't really care which one. It just has to be Hal or John. It doesn't matter, because both of them are definitely staples in Justice League as well. Martian Manhunter, and I would add one more, Aquaman.
Which one?
Oh shit! No, I forgot. Sorry, no, I don't. How did I forget? No, he should be there. Sorry, I forgot about Aquaman.
You don't get no chances. You're a jump off the cliff.
No, I forgot about Aquaman. I'm sorry, everyone. I don't know how the fuck I forgot about Aquaman. No,
you forgot about it.
Well, shit. Sorry, I feel so fucking bad now.
Of course, before you go, Truth. Like, of course, I would say like Green Arrow, Hawkman, Hawkgirl as well. But in terms of leaders or the main guys. Not so much. They're just under them, right underneath them. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. We have to have the core members. You have to have them. And
Yeah.
like you said about the Wally West, if they do anything, you know, with the Flash, you know, Paradox and all that shit, you already know where I'm going with this. If he goes and he's supposedly dead and they bring Wally West in for a time, that won't bother me. But at the start, it has to be Barry Allen. I agree.
Nah, facts.
Has to be. And
Is
Martian
Wally
Manhunter
West-
doesn't get enough love. Doesn't get enough love. Martian Manhunter, don't man.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming into the DCU for sure. I can.
I want him
guarantee.
to get his solo film. I know people are like, yeah, it might not make money, yeah, but give it a try. You don't know.
I think it will. I mean, you know, they fucking took Matt Damon and they put him on Mars, making him fucking farm crops
Or
out of his own
Interstellar.
shit, and then they named it The Martian. I mean, you know,
Where would be a
Making
good
jacket
choice?
potatoes.
Well, he's played the Flash for like 8 years or 9 years.
it's
I'd say Grant would be a good choice, like you said years ago. But it's like, I think with all the shitty seasons that have come out of Flash, it's like tarnished it a little bit for me. Plus,
I
do
want the
new
blonde
members.
Barry Allen. Give me the blonde Barry Allen.
Yeah,
I want the
you want me to
classic.
pull out Forbidden Jutsu? You don't want me to pull out the Forbidden Jutsu now?
you know what? I agree.
Forbidden Jutsu?
Henry Cavill's Ultraman.
Henry Cavill's Ultraman is crazy.
Nah, give me Henry Cavill as Bizarro because like, that's how these actors.
It's not a couple will lose their mind and shit.
No,
That's
I don't
just
want to see
mean.
Tyler
Making him
Hoechlin playing
Bizarro,
Batman.
like, no, that's just mean. The Henry, I mean, that's just that's not right.
Yeah,
He deserves better than that.
Kyle Hockman. No, he's not gonna be Batman.
there's loads of people who could choose Batman. I mean, I've seen loads of people.
Honestly,
just saying that
on some
guy
real
who
shit
played
though.
Reacher. Forgot his name now.
On some real shit though, like, what if like Henry Cavill did come back, but like as completely different somebody else, like Cosmic Armored Superman or some shit? I would fuck with that. I'm not gonna lie. I would.
Yeah, do you know what? I wouldn't even mind seeing him come into that world and seeing him evolve as his own Superman. And we don't show the story of how he's evolved, but he basically says how things have gone in his timeline. We get a little, wave in that and goodbye.
Yeah,
That's
like
pretty much it.
Like what
You
they did with Brandon Routh. That's a fact.
Yeah. Nod your hat to him, take your hat to him, and then that's it. You don't need to do anything more than that. Everyone's satisfied, isn't there?
Or they go to the Christopher Reeve route in Smallville and they turn him into a doctor. But
See, that was a beautiful
I feel like
touch, though.
I feel like Henry deserved better than that.
Yeah. I think if we just give him his own little cameo, I mean, I wouldn't even mind if we made a Kingdom Come Elseworld story and he played Superman there. Wouldn't bother me,
Right.
you know?
It would just
I
be badass.
think we can't 100% forget about him.
It would just be
I do still
badass.
feel like he's got a role to play in DC somewhere in his life.
No,
He's got something to do, but I just think right now, like you said, this is the start. We just, we embrace what this is now, and then we can come to that, like, in the middle of fucking this whole entire universe that we're building.
We start that at that point we start actually exploring the multiverse. Like maybe some people actually can come back. Like, because not for nothing, way before this shit was kicking off, like James Gunn even said they might work with The Rock again with Black Adam on a multiverse concept.
Oh no.
You don't remember that, Truth?
With The Rock and James Gunn?
Yeah, like they
I'm
might.
hoping that shit ain't true.
I don't think Gunn said that, but The Rock said something like that, dude. Like they on a multiverse side project shit, he might come back for that.
Oh, God.
I'm going to go off on a tangent here, yeah, but I'm going to say, do you know how, like Batista, The Rock, and John Cena? I prefer The Rock as a wrestler to them all. What I'm saying, as an actor, I prefer John Cena and Batista. I'm going to be honest. I think they're better.
Of course, everybody does.
Yeah.
I think, I ain't gonna lie. In terms of The Rock, his most recent role that's coming out, he's playing a wrestler.
Mark
I think.
Kerr. Yeah, UFC.
Yes, dude. I'm not
He
gonna
looks
lie.
good.
He looks good, and he doesn't sound like himself. He actually looks like he spent some time in this role. And not for nothing, I got to give Black Adam credit too, because not for nothing, he don't speak no other fucking languages. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't
like
do
The
that
Rock.
shit. He don't do that shit, bro. But like he did it in Black Adam. You got to give him some credit for that. But like when it came to Mark Kerr, that shit is got to be. I think it's gonna be his best role. I want to see that.
I agree. And another thing that I think another film that I thought he acted good in is No Pain No Gain. I think it was.
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was all right.
They should do Barry Allen in the beginning of the DCU, then eventually have Wally become the main
Yeah,
Flash.
I agree that, but I don't want him to do it. I
Okay,
don't want him to
yeah.
replace Barry straight away.
Best
Though.
of
It
both
has to
worlds.
be really later on.
Well, you can like easily in the DCU, you can have Barry Allen, and then Wally West could be like a teenager in the movie.
Yeah, that's what I want him to do, but I don't want him to
And
do
build
a
him
thing
up.
where they change Barry straight away.
Yeah.
Can't do it straight away. That has to be a build up over multiple films.
Yeah. Casper, I agree with that approach. This is what he replied to someone in his channel, 4KO, 13 hours ago. Whoever said the Fantastic Four trailer moved the needle, 11 million views in 30 hours, is pathetic when the teaser did so much more. 4K slow is just like, I don't know. Nigga's just retarded.
You know, I'm
Yeah,
copywriting that.
I'm all
shit.
set with that
Vin
guy.
Diesel. Vin Diesel is Bane. Do it right now, James
Oh
Gunn.
no!
Oh,
At
shit.
this point, just bring fucking Riddick into the fucking whole fold, man.
Just bring Riddick. Nah.
Aquafina as Batgirl. Oh God, no! Kill me now.
Come on.
Get
What are
it
you doing?
out of here with that shit.
They don't care. Exactly.
Yeah, they do.
Elliot Page as Bane.
I'm gonna find you, sir. I'm gonna find you.
Elliot Page as Barry Allen. There you go.
I'm quite
There's only
literally
one person
shooting
wanting
up
Bane.
right now. I'm tracking your home, Marty Diaz. You will be found.
Thor Bjornsson as Bane. Have Thor Bjornsson just don't get him to talk that much.
This motherfucker said Elliot Page.
Elliot Page. That's gonna be Barry Allen, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro, you know how weird it is watching X-Men with her? Oh my god. So weird.
She's in James Gunn's Super. Like James Gunn actually worked with Elliot Page.
I didn't know that. Oh shit.
Yeah.
You know, every time somebody says Super, I'm always thinking of Super 8. I don't know if you ever watched that. I don't know if you ever watched that shit. That was like basically like alien shit. Aliens came to this small ass town. Shit was getting real. It's kind of like fake
What's
scary.
the J.J. Abrams?
I think it is. I think it fucking is. Not for nothing.
Ah, shit's funny, man. Elliot Page is Bane.
Elliot
Holy
Page is
shit.
Bane. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Watch.
Fucking better not.
Yo, that's the motherfucker that would say some shit like Dave Chappelle as like Harley Quinn or some shit.
Dave Chappelle in the fucking DCU.
Now
Dave
I'm Cat
Chappelle's the
Williams in the
fucking Joker.
DCU.
Which one? What you say?
Speaking
Oh,
of
Cat
Batman
Williams
fucking
in the
lore,
DCU.
I think when it comes to DCU Batman, I think like if they're gonna do Bat Family, they should bring in everybody, and I mean like
Yeah. everybody.
Nightwing, Red Hood, Red
Yeah.
Robin. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to see them throughout the entire fucking thing, but it's like we at least tell us that they're there, that they're around. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
have Nightwing call in or some shit like
I
that.
want a solo Nightwing film, man. I want to see Bloodhaven. There's so much there for that as well. They've got to do that.
Fucking
Nah, yeah,
do
that's
the
the-
Jason Todd storyline. I want to see that.
Yeah.
Under the Red Hood.
Do you know what's crazy though? With all the Batman films we've got, and they're all good in their own right, except Batman and Robin. Fuck off. That don't exist. But there's so much material with Batman. They could do. It's like the ideas are endless. Like the material's there. Like just imagine what we could get. And with James being as big as a comic book fan as he is, like you just know we're gonna get some good shit. You know we are.
Yeah. It's gonna be fucking amazing. I can't wait to fucking see this shit.
Gotta be like
Me
fuck
neither,
me,
man.
man. Seriously, and the world's finest film. That's probably what I'm excited about the most.
James Gunn is fucking doing that for sure.
He's got to, man. Definitely.
Can't wait to fucking see that shit. That's just gonna be
I mean, I'd
fucking
like to
amazing.
see a live action Creature Commandos because I actually liked the Creature Commandos. I thought it was good, man.
I thought it was decent. Yeah,
Yeah, I liked it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I like Rick Flag Senior in it. I liked him. I thought he was really good. So I liked all the characters. I like the little chemistry they have between each other. I liked it.
I really like Dr. Phosphorus and the Bride. The Bride is probably my favorite, but Dr. Phosphorus, like he's just
His
got that go
story
fuck
was-
yourself attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Do you
my
know
next.
anything about his story about his kids and that? Oh god, that see, yeah, because I have my own kids. That hit me to the core. I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Jack Blackheart,
Rachel's-
get the fuck. Yeah, I mean, she's a clown, but she wanted to play Harley Quinn.
Rachel Zegler is Harley Quinn.
Fucking Rachel Zegler. Get her out, man.
The chick who played the vampire in the Abigail movie should be cast as Harley Quinn. The little girl?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Abigail.
I ain't never seen
Yeah,
that shit.
it's like a horror movie.
No, see.
Pedro
Fuck,
Pascal
I'm sick of
boosted
seeing
gold.
Pedro Pascal in things. Fuck him off.
Pascal as Booster Gold. Sonny.
Already annoyed that he's playing Reed Richards. He doesn't look like Reed Richards. He doesn't. I'm sorry.
No, he don't.
He's a soy boy. He's soy boy beta simp. Like he is. He's not masculine at all. He's not stoic. He fucking that guy, man. Sick of seeing him fucking scream.
He's not Sigma Alpha, Brody.
Yeah, he's not.
No, he's not.
Comes across as a right pussy hole. Seriously.
Yeah, I bet you fucking Pedro Pascal's gonna be like Batman in the DCU. James is gonna cast
If
him.
he is, if he is, then I'm gonna agree with harsh critic. And I am closing my fucking wallet.
Listen.
I'd rather Arnold come back as fucking Mr. Freeze. I'm serious. Chill.
I could see
Chill.
him. I could see him doing something very small or like something different. You know what I mean? Like not
Please don't. Remember, he was the fucking played in Wonder Woman 84, didn't he?
Like, he was Maxwell Lord. He was. See,
yeah.
Here's my thing. And this might be a hot take. I think he was fine. The script sucked. Does that make sense? It's kind of like how some people feel about Henry, but it's not. It's very much like he was okay.
I get what you're trying to say. No, I get. Yeah, I get you. I suppose, but
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I mean,
it's Maxwell Lord. You know, like he's not. It's not a Lex Luthor or anything. He didn't really do anything wrong per se. It's just the script sucked. The plot sucked. That's all it is.
Pedro Pascal sucks dick as well. So
allegedly.
He don't really.
Allegedly.
So
he does.
I mean, if you're not a big fan of the Mandalorian or anything like that, you know, then you're not really gonna fuck with him. I know of him through Narcos. Actually, he played one of the agents that took down Pablo Escobar.
See, Pedro Pascal, I didn't mind him in The Mandalorian. I thought he was good in it. The first season, right. I'll give him that. He was good, but I just think as a masculine man, I mean, I'm used to seeing fucking Arnold and Carl Weathers and Sylvester Stallone, these proper messy men.
Off camera, he's not like what he portrays himself in these movies. Would you say
he's not that? We're getting shoved in our face that he's like this action hit. He's not. He's not like that. He's a beta. He is. He always plays the backpedal.
Nah, I mean, I definitely feel you, but you know what it is though? He's got that face and he gets paid to use it a certain way. I mean, can you really blame him? You know what I mean? Like I feel like if people are actually, you know, looking up to him in general and, you know, like I feel you, but it's like, I don't know. Like he gets paid to act that way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does.
Like
he
has that face. He's going to use it. I would too. You know what I'm saying? Like
to me though, I just think we're missing action heroes, Ty. I think you can admit it. I think we're missing like masculinity, man. We're missing it. I want to see more of that shit. I don't want to bait a soy Batman. Can you imagine that? I don't want to hurt the Joker because it's wrong. He's just going through things.
I would quite literally bleach my skin. Not gonna lie. I would bleach my fucking skin, and I would.
I don't want that shit. I want a Batman that's a man of few words, but he's stoic. He just stands there and just doesn't even need to say anything because people already know this shit. All you have to do is take one look at him in the shadows and go, "Yeah."
So no, that's all right. You can say it. He just stands there menacingly. Yeah. All right, he stands there menacingly, like the slinging slasher. Yes, that's what we want. And
and they take out their own handcuffs and handcuff themselves, and they're like, "Look, we don't want no fucking shit, man. That's what I want."
You know what's funny? Like I would actually like Chris Pratt as an older Barry Allen if they kill him off and they introduce Wally West as the main Flash.
Yeah, I can see it, but it just depends how long they're going to go on for with, you know, Chris Pratt because he is getting up there a little bit. He's not too old, but you've got to take age into account. Like that's why I think Millie Alcock getting cast as Supergirl. Not only does she look the part, she's the right age to, you know, carry on with the role.
I can't wait to see the full HD promo of her costume. I want to see that shit already.
Yeah. And Douglas, what did you say?
Lux.
Where can you stream Creature Commandos? Is that where? Did someone say that? Was it Douglas? What's he say again?
HBO Max. I think he's trying to stream Creature Commandos.
Well, if you want to stream it, go on like 1, 2, 3 movies.
I think it's on YouTube. Creature Commandos.
Footlocker.
Yeah, I think it's free on YouTube, so you can just check YouTube and see if it's there.
Yeah, I think it actually might be actually. So you can check it out. Look, it's worth a watch. The episodes aren't long, and that is the start of the DCU really. But yeah, just check it out. It's a bit of fun.
We don't have Max.
Yeah, if you don't have Max, like, look, I can probably hook you up with website. Just if you're in chat, if you join Truth Discord, and I'll hook you up with a link.
Oh yeah. Let's put the Discord in the link.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say it on here, but yeah, I'll hook you up.
I'll hook you up. Don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah,
there are ways. There are ways to put her.
There are ways. We know them ways. We don't share our secrets. We don't share the dark arts.
The dark arts. Don't worry, bro. I got you. I do hope we get a World's Finest movie. We need that so bad. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for sure.
I'll be honest. That's my most anticipated film out of any of these DCU projects. I want that shit, man.
Yeah.
They're the two biggest
done
heroes
correctly this
ever
time.
created.
Hopefully.
Yeah, they're the two biggest heroes ever created, and they deserve their flowers together. Because, like I said to Bigelow in the chat, in my opinion, the best comic books are the stories with Batman and Superman doing things together. They're the best stories. They are.
And they're fun.
Yeah, exactly. What word did you just use there?
Fun.
Yeah, fun. When's the fucking last time I had fun in the cinema? with DC films, mind you. Just saying.
We won't fucking feel depressed watching Batman Superman.
As a fan of both of them, you know, like, because whether you consider it canon or not, I mean, it's not canon, but it's like their fight. It's something of a testament. You understand? Like, whether if they actually fist fight or not, it's clear that they bump heads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I do feel like their DC has hammered that way too fucking much. Not only that, but when they do peel back on that, it's kind of like an unspoken thing. Like, oh, they may have already fought, or like Batman's already planning. Batman's already like, you know, he's kind of like plotting, waiting for Superman to swing first. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of people that are kind of like scared, or, you know, I feel like they get jump scared at this shit now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like DC pulled back on that for a few years and then come back with an epic fucking fight that's believable, right? You understand? Then and only then will people start taking Batman versus Superman seriously.
Do you mean a fight between Batman? You mean a fight believable is in Batman versus Superman?
Yeah. Yes. Like, you know, Batman actually, like, basically what happened in the fucking comic book, what happened in the animated movie, and what happened in BVS. He puts on a fucking an armored suit. You understand? Like,
but are we going canon or non-canon?
Yeah, it's non-canon. I'm not saying like it is canon. I'm saying like it's still a testament. Like, it's Tyson versus Holyfield. It's Anakin.
No, what I'm saying is, you know, this idea you got for the film. Are you going to go off the non-canon stories, or are you going to use the canon stories as inspiration?
Oh, you're saying it like as if I was making it. Oh no,
yeah.
I would do it like Zack Snyder. Like, I would do it like how Zack Snyder wants to do it, like an offbeat, off-canon thing, one-time thing. That's it.
See, for me, it's hard because I love them both, but realistically, we know if Superman wanted to, it doesn't matter if Batman's got kryptonite. Without Batman ain't moving at the speed of how fucking Superman does. It's not happening. And Superman doesn't even need to go after Batman specifically. With how fast he can fly, not a lot of people know this, Superman never flies at his highest speed. Do you want to know why? Because if he flew at his highest speed on Earth, he would literally cut the Earth in half and it would explode. So if he just wanted to... It's Superman's OP. But this is why I like the way they're doing David Corenswet, because people are complaining he's too OP. And I like OP Superman. But you're getting some that you complained all these years that he's too OP. They're showing you he can be hurt now, and now you're moaning again.
Yes, like, I'm not
people
gonna
like
lie.
to bitch.
There's a few instances where there's a few counter arguments I'm gonna offer here. One of them is from where the DC animated universe Justice League first meet up. Batman actually ran from Superman. He actually ran from him. He ran from this motherfucker.
It doesn't surprise me. If you've seen Angry Superman with his red eyes, Batman,
he wasn't even angry. That was the funniest part. Batman tried to attack him, realized he was impervious, and the motherfucker was like, he ran. He fucking ran. He ran. There's no other way of slicing it. Yes, it was in the beginning. If you watch it, it'll be the beginning of the movie. I think it's Justice League War or Justice League Doom. It's one of those two. But
I think what you're on about. Yeah.
Yeah, he ran from Superman. And then another off-canon, offbeat story, Red Sun. He lured him.
A beautiful story. I want to see that adapted.
Batman lured him into the motherfucking shit where all the red sun lamps were, turned them on, and then beat the ever-living shit out of him. It's ways to write a story. You know what I'm saying? You are right. Superman could demolish anybody if he wanted to, but I guess that's the boring part of him.
Then that's against his character though. That's why it's compelling because he could.
Because he could, but he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't. Because he does. If he's not going to do it to Batman, he's not going to do it to anybody else.
He values life. You know what? Now we're talking about this literally scene that you've got it right here is the definite. Weirdly, that's the definition of what we're talking about. People looking up to him. He values life, so he'll never go all out on someone because he just won't do that. And people say if he lost Lois, he'd go mad and he'd kill people. If you read the comics, I don't even know how to explain it.
Look, okay, so if he lost Lois, no, he wouldn't do that. If he killed Lois, dude, what would you do if you accidentally killed your wife?
Exactly, that's
how
different.
Would you react? You know what I'm saying? We're talking about. Thing. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, he was forced to kill his wife, thinking it was his enemy, and then he was tricked. I feel like that would send anybody like that over the edge. And I feel like that was very misunderstood.
It was compelling for the story writing. They didn't just go the typical way, is letting someone else kill her. It was he did it under the influence. That's why that story was good.
That's what that's why I say, there's a lot of naysayers on Injustice Superman. It's like, Lois Lane died. No, she didn't just die. Superman killed her, not knowing what he was doing. He turned himself into a villain, not knowing that. He took his own love of his life. On top of that, she was pregnant. Yeah. That's, I feel like shit like that has got to get said. It's got to get acknowledged when it comes to storylines like that. Now, if you just do evil ass Superman, like Justice Lord Superman, I don't even think that was better than Injustice because Flash died. And then Superman became president. He killed Lex Luthor and became president. And then that was it.
He just was pissing me off all this time, Baldy. You're getting it.
Come on, bro. And then everybody gonna justify that. But because Injustice Superman, he kills and all that. That shit, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That shit be sending me over a fucking cliff.
I'm not even saying it's not cool though. We're not saying it's not cool. Of course it is. It was at this time.
No, I get it. It's not Superman. I definitely understand what y'all saying. It's definitely not Superman, and it's 100%. You're.
It was still fun to see. I'm not saying it wasn't fun. Some people think, oh, you hate evil Superman. I don't hate him. It's just not my Superman. But if I'm not gonna say it weren't fun to see, then I'm a hypocrite because it was fun to see him doing that shit.
Right. No, I get it. And I'm not going to sit here and say that's my Superman either. I mean, let's be honest. It's not the ideal Superman that everybody wants. But let's be real. When it comes to versus battles, that's the one you want. That is the one you want. When it comes to if Superman don't give a fuck, that's the one that don't give a fuck. He's got a whole regime. He will, you will be ruled under his iron fist.
That's the scariest villain in all of DC. Is a pissed off Superman. A pissed off Superman is the scariest fucking man. Tell me I'm wrong.
Along with a fucking brain-controlled Batman, because if you pick in Injustice 2, if you pick Superman shit, if you pick that, he fucking takes Brainiac's tech and controls Batman. What do you think of that shit?
Why do you think I chose that ending?
That shit.
Because it was something different. I wanted to see what would happen if it was that way. Because in canon, Batman.
See you later, Saeed.
See you later, Saeed. Have a good night, bro.
DC went on to shit after Snyder Justice League 3. Those haters wouldn't give a shit.
DCU went to shit after Batman versus Superman because they killed Superman off. That's where that me is where he died.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Ben Affleck would have died, and then it was oh man, fuck. I didn't want this. I didn't want this. I'm sorry. I really didn't.
I mean, after when Man of Steel came out, I was like, do you know what? This is like we could do something out of this, and I was actually excited. I was intrigued. I wanted it because I'm a DC fan at heart. That's what I am. I'm not a director fan. We're all DC fans or Marvel fans. That's what you grew up loving. All I want is things to go right for both companies, man. I don't want to hate anything. Seriously, do you think I want to pay my money and sit there wasting all my life away that I could spend with my kids or doing something else, hating something that I'm watching? I pay my money because I want to enjoy it. Who the fuck goes to the cinema to give them money to these studios to hate what they're watching? Who does that?
Right.
You ain't doing that, are you, Ty? You ain't paying your money to sit in the fucking theater to hate something.
No.
I mean,
like I actually went and fucking, watched The Flash, went and paid money for The Flash with my sister, you know what I'm saying? And like the experience was fine, you know what I'm saying? Actually, there was quite a few people who was like, Nick Cage, what the fuck? I heard that.
Oh, that was great though, man.
Honestly, I thought that was great. The fact that he was fighting that spider, like, I don't know. Like, that shit was very underrated. That's just
it made me
laugh.
So that Christopher Reeve, yeah, the CGI might not have been the best, but just seeing that really that pulled at my heartstrings, man.
I think I don't think the CG. I don't think it was it was just very out of place. Not that it looked like shit. It was just very out of place. Like they looked like holograms in a way. You know what I mean? But
it was still a nice touch, though. You know what I mean? Even though it's the best. I don't know how you felt about it.
Scared.
Yeah, to me, when I did see it, I was like, that was a really nice touch. And I'll tell you what, one of the best Superman things that have come out recently, and that's Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. That's one of the best things I've seen recently. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. That was very good.
Man, that had me nearly in tears, man. Seriously.
And we go sit there the movie.
Well, yeah, he does. Most likely.
Netflix announces Sleep Alchemy shows No Rubber Moon. I'm shocked. They canceled that shit.
Did they?
According to Cosmic Book News, it's dead.
That and the Army of the Dead universe.
It's just,
that shit was like, what, 5 years ago? That shit came out 2021 or some shit.
Nah, not even. You know what? Actually, you're not even wrong. That shit was like 2022 type shit, 2023.
What do y'all think that credit scene will be?
On what? On Superman?
It could be Supergirl.
I think that's what it's going to be. I think she's going to pick up Krypto, and then they're going to go on their adventure, like their little film. I think that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking Batman. They're going to pull in Invincible, just show his feet, and it's getting
I'm telling you, as much as I'd love that, you know for a fucking fact we ain't getting Batman yet, bro.
No,
that shit.
I'm just going to say
it hurts thinking about it. I want it, but we ain't getting it.
I'm just going to say it every time until we see the movie, and I just see it for myself. If he actually does do that, I'm going to be shocked.
Man, we got more chance of Michael Myers fucking turning up in the credits. You know what I mean?
Nah, word. Nah, that's a fact.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Do I want it? Yeah, I want it so fucking bad, but
yeah.
Stop saying this shit because you'll get my hopes up.
Stop saying.
I'll go into it knowing full well he ain't gonna be there, but I'll be like, I better be seeing this motherfucker. Better be seeing him, and then he ain't there. And I'm like, fuck this film.
I'm not saying we're going to see something Batman. We're going to see something Wayne Industries, though. Guaranteed.
Yeah, no. I know.
Some kind of mention for sure.
We're definitely going to get an Easter egg or a cameo of something to do with them, even if it's something with Wayne Tech. It could even be Lex, going against Wayne Tech, fighting for fucking supremacy within the U.S. Army with their technology.
Like, in some shape or capacity, Wayne Tech is going to make a cameo.
It's not even going to. It needs to, I believe. I think it needs to. It has to.
I mean, yeah, because, again, this is Batman we're talking about. Wayne Tech in the DC universe is, the most esteemed technology in, DC lore. Not for nothing.
And whether people like it or not, Batman sells fucking tickets, whether you like it or not.
That's true. I mean, again, the cameo wouldn't do it alone, but, I mean, I see what you're saying. Word of mouth would spread and be like, yo, there's a fucking cameo in there. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how they do it. It really does.
But you know why I just think it's hard? Because who the fucking gonna cast as Batman?
I really don't know. Bro,
That's the hardest part
such
with
a
this.
range. It's not even. It's disgusting. There's so many people that can take.
Do you know, I think they should cast as Batman. I've been thinking this for a long time, actually.
Which one?
They should dig up Adam West.
Huh?
It's gonna be George Clooney. He's coming back.
No, fuck off. I was literally rather have Adam West's corpse, right? Yeah, inside a Batmobile than George Clooney.
Guys,
Michael Keaton. Bring
guys,
back Michael
warn me
Keaton.
before you throw the fucking flashbang in the same room as us. All right, fuck. Hold on, fuck. Hold
No,
on.
but on a
What?
serious note, who to get as their Batman? It's hard for me. It's hard because there's a few people and they've all got pros and cons. It's hard. I don't know.
I feel like you're
don't
gonna
know.
do a younger one. I think like maybe they should look at like.
Well, Ty, this is what's annoying me though. Do you know how you said younger one? With
Yeah,
Brave and the
no,
Bold,
I
they're
keep
going for an
forgetting
older guy. I'm not
Yeah.
happy with that. I want a younger Batman that's around the same age as David. I don't want an older one.
I think that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we should get somebody like Dylan O'Brien or something of that caliber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need a young Batman. I don't want a Batman who's in his 40s and then a Superman that's like, in his like, even if it's early 30s, late 20s. I don't want that. Don't want that shit.
Nah,
I don't.
right.
I want them both in their primes together.
Yeah. I'm more curious about Damian Wayne. I want to see who they cast as Damian.
Yeah, I want to see Damian, man.
Because Damian is gonna be fucking annoying, but he can't be too annoying where I'm like, oh, get this fucking guy off screen.
Who are they going to cast as Commissioner Gordon? Because we've had some really good Commissioner Gordons. I thought J.K. Simmons was a good Commissioner Gordon. I liked him. It's a shame he was in that, but
Jensen Ackles is Batman. I mean, he'll be cool as Batman, but I don't think he's gonna be Batman.
yeah, Jensen Ackles would be all right. But then it's the age thing.
Alfred is a really hard cast for me.
Oh yeah,
That's
fucking
not.
nice.
That's
Yeah.
not somebody. That's not
So
somebody that
yeah,
cast
oh.
confidently. I mean,
So Alfred, who would you actually get as Alfred? Who?
That- you know what I mean? Like, what do you do for that? Like, off the top of my head, and I'm just going off of one of my favorite shows from like based out of like UK or London, Peaky Blinders. Off top of my head, the guy who played Inspector Campbell, maybe
He'd be good.
he'd be all right for Alfred. It depends
Simon
on-
Pegg. Simon Pegg for Alfred.
Oh,
No.
Simon Pegg.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Fucking no. No.
Are you guys excited for Lanterns? Yes, Peter. I actually do want to. I do.
Oh
want-
yeah. What's it say?
I want to see the Red Lanterns in that show. I'm not gonna lie to you. As
Yeah,
much
that's
as I'm
gonna be fire.
next show again, I want to see the Red Lanterns.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it. I mean, I just want to see fucking
Regular
Darkest Night, man.
Darkest Night.
Jeremy Irons was goated. Yeah, he was great. He was great as Alfred.
Man, I like Michael Caine as Alfred.
Jeremy Irons was great.
We've never had a bad Alfred.
No,
No,
he
do
did
you
not.
know the ones that was in the original '89 and the one that was in Forever Him? I loved him as Alfred as well.
Yeah,
Michael
I like all of them.
something.
Yeah,
Michael-
something like that. But you know who I mean anyway. Both you don't know. You know.
It's funny because like in that era, there was Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, and then George Clooney, right? But Alfred was the same in all four.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston as Jim Gordon. Do you know what? Yeah, that's a good shout actually.
Yeah,
That-
he's a
that would
popular one.
Yeah, that. Do you know what? Thinking about it, if he ain't fucking slinging dope, then I'm all for it, man.
If he's freaking dope, I'm all for it. Just cooking up meth.
What about for Gordon? What about Ethan Hawke?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
could work. That could work.
But as you say, Alfred's a hard.
Alfred
What
is
about
fucking tough.
Ralph Fiennes for Alfred?
I don't even know what that is.
He was in the last James Bond movie. He played I think it was M.
Oh, I
What's his
didn't
name?
watch the James Bond films.
Ralph
See,
Fiennes.
Ralph Fiennes? I think he's in
Yeah.
Game of Thrones too.
No, I ain't seen him, so I ain't going to comment on that because I don't know who the fuck he is. But he is.
Oh wait, that's the chef.
Yeah, the chef from the Menu.
Okay, I mean, he. I guess he doesn't need a mustache. The one from Gotham didn't have a beard or a mustache. Then again, he was younger.
Oh no, I want Ralph. I want him for Alfred.
He does sound like a proper Englishman though.
Let me see. Hold on. He played fucking
I think-
Voldemort on Harry Potter.
You fucking Voldemort.
Oh,
Yeah, I think him Inspector Campbell from Peaky Blinders. I don't think anybody else in Peaky Blinders could do Alfred, in my opinion. I don't see anybody doing it. But Inspector Campbell is probably runner up to my Alfred fan cast. I can see Ralph Fiennes strangely doing it too. I don't know why. Like I could hear it, and I could see him just pulling up like a butler. I could see it.
like a fucking cranky butler and shit.
Type shit. He's tired of washing Master Wayne's dishes. He just leaves them in the back cave. He's got to go all the way down there, go all the way up to the kitchen. He's tired of that shit.
I'm going to go out and women say this, right? Do you know if they ever do a Cyborg film? I've always said a young Michael B. Jordan could pull that off in a way.
Cyborg, definitely.
Yeah, he would be a good Cyborg. I think he did the voice for Cyborg in one of the Justice League movies.
He might have done. I think he'd be a really good Cyborg.
Truth, do you think we'll get a DCEU versus DC movie in the future?
No.
No, we're not getting that.
Never.
That's just dead, bro.
Nah.
Nobody wants the DCEU anymore.
DC versus DC.
No, we're not getting that no more.
Like,
what's
going on?
You know, if we all stayed in the past, as much as I love this film, I'm going to say, if we all stayed in the past and say we don't want anything else, we'd be stuck with Christopher Reeve's Superman. Yeah. So Christopher Reeve, his Superman would be it, and we would never get anything else if we acted like these fanboys. No, I'm not. I love Christopher Reeve, but no.
Like I would have never moved on from the Dark Knight trilogy. Off of this logic.
Then again, who would have moved on from the Dark Knight trilogy? No one would have. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie. You know what I can't let go of? Like it's so sad seeing time go on. Gary Oldman as Commissioner Gordon. That was perfect.
Oh, yeah,
that was fucking perfect.
Yeah, he was great.
Oh,
fuck. No pants for Batman. I don't mind either way.
Oh, the trunks.
I want trunks for Batman. I want trunks for Batman. I want it. If fucking David's got it, I want him to have it as well. I don't like none of that new 52 shit. I'll be honest. I didn't like the new 52. I don't know about you guys.
I think it would be very interesting if, like, again, he because I said it in the Discord earlier that James Gunn were to go more of the Gotham by Gaslight route. That would be crazy.
I said Arkham Asylum suit, didn't I? I'm just in love with that suit, though. That's why I just love it.
He's going to give us the Adam West costume. Just update
it. No, mate.
I have a strange, eerie feeling Adam West is just going to rise out of the ground now and just come in.
Can you imagine, like if they did a Batman Brave and the Bold and he's like in the Batcave with all of his suits? Can you imagine if they had like a fucking Adam West costume in one of the fucking tanks?
I think Lego Batman did some shit where they homaged him. He doesn't have the suit, but like they
66.
Well, Lego Batman 2 or 3 it would always be Adam West in peril.
The Adam West Batman.
Yeah.
Fucking Adam West.
He's like,
that's what we're gonna get. Fucking Adam West Batman suits.
But like, yo, like before we was even alive, like, when our parents was kids, like that was Batman until Michael Keaton came. But like,
that's how my parents knew it. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously they knew it through '89, through like my older brothers who watched it.
Yeah.
But their introduction mainly was the fucking '66 TV show, man.
Like, like if I were to go to my grandma, we talk about Batman, I guarantee you she's gonna think of Adam West.
If my nana was still alive now, I would. If I asked her the same thing, she'd be like, "Oh, is it that Adam West, the TV series?" That's what they just instantly jumped to.
Because he was all over that shit, and they be channel surfing. It was like, yo, what the fuck?
You know what? I give him the credit.
He's repelling a shark with something in the can. What the fuck is?
I mean, I give him the credit though. I give him the credit because whether anyone likes it or not, whether they don't like that interpretation, the fact is he made Batman, which is he made Batman even more fucking popular if that was possible. He did.
Yes. No, he did. He did.
So I've got to give him his flowers.
It was like the first time Batman had his like live action breakout outing. If I guess that makes sense. And everybody was tuning in.
Yeah, I want something like this for the DCU. Something like this.
Yeah, I want it, but not that fucking cow.
Yeah,
some of the cows look weird there, especially the first one there. I don't like that cow there.
Yeah, the eyebrows and with the intimidating demeanor is trying to give off. I don't really like it. If it was a mix of like take the torso of the first one and combine it with like maybe the
no, not for Batman.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling it. Just put a cape on the back because I don't see a fucking cape. You know what I mean? Like,
just give me the fucking 1970s Batman suit, like the fucking blue and grey, or the fucking Arkham Asylum suit, and I'm happy.
Yeah, or just give me like a mix of the two. That'll be great.
But for me,
hold on,
you
just turn him into Iron Man and give him a full fucking.
At this point, just give him all the fucking lantern rings on his fucking hand, man. Seriously.
He's fucking unstoppable either way. Like, you know, you might as well just embrace it.
Gunslate is good except the Sergeant Rock and Clayface movie. He loves D-list characters, yeah, but you say except the Sergeant Rock and Clayface movie. Tell us why that's not a good thing. I want you to tell us in the comment. I'm not saying you're wrong.
We haven't even seen Sergeant Rock or Clayface. Yeah. It could be good.
Yeah. all I'm going to say is type in the comment why you think it's not a good, you know, reason for doing it. I don't fucking know. Go on, just tell us why. I want to hear your reasoning for that.
Just one more thing on our board real quick. Matt Reeves missed this opportunity, but I would love it if somebody were to make one of his suits have the bat symbol be the gun that killed Thomas and Martha Wayne. So in the comics, you probably noticed, Viking, he took the fucking gun and shaped it into a bat and put it on the armor.
Yeah, I knew that.
So I feel like they should not, they don't have to use that suit for indefinitely, which shows
the idea of the symbol, yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, not like, say like somebody from the Bat family and like Alfred is like searching or surfing or some shit, they touring and they come across that shit. You know what I'm saying? Really thinking about it, it would make sense. It would make sense and it would add to like
every suit. I'd be like, that should have been an origin for every suit he's ever had because it's just compelling the gun on the suit. That's just how
what I'm saying. Like, it drives him. It literally drives him, and it's like, you know, he's literally carrying that shit. You know,
majority of people don't know. Yeah, but the fact is, majority of people didn't know the Guardians of the Galaxy were, and it was good. You just give it a chance, don't you? I mean, look, I get what you're saying, but the thing is, if you don't give these characters who nobody knows a chance, Peacemaker, for example, how are you ever going to expect them to, you know, get some notoriety? You have to bring them out into the world for people to know about them.
I agree.
So, you know, if you didn't do that with Peacemaker, admit it. Would any of you know who Peacemaker was? I wouldn't, because I wouldn't fucking look that deep into it.
Yeah, and I mean, not for nothing, but Iron Man was never A-list either. He was always C-list.
Thank you.
He only became popular because of the MCU, not for nothing. And
literally in the Avengers, in the comics, right? Yeah, no one gave a fuck about Iron Man.
No,
they didn't, did they?
Like fucking whatchamacallit, one of my favorite animated Avengers movies, Ultimate Avengers, actually 1 and 2. Iron Man was flying. Giant Man, this is what Ant-Man's called in the Ultimate Universe. Giant Man, Hank Pym, smacked the dog shit out of this motherfucker out of the air into the ground. Iron Man used to get dogged, filthy. And again, he's the founder. He's the founder of the Avengers, still in the comics. So, you know, again, just because they're popular doesn't mean they were always A-list. That was never the case. Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman were always A-list because they were always at the front and center of many comic books, propaganda for World War II, and, you know, things of that nature. Magazines, they also were on merchandise. You know, you got to think about it like that. That's why they were A-list. Everybody knows them. Not many people knew Iron Man. You see what I'm saying?
This is how Iron Man was getting treated in the comics. When he was fighting the Hulk or anyone else with the Avengers, this is how he'd get treated. He wouldn't be in it very long. He'd get bitch slapped about just for a little bit and look, and then he'd get through to the side. And then it would be Thor and that to fight him. There's your proof there. And if I can go along,
only recently he's been actually standing on business. Yeah. You know, he's not no punk bitch anymore.
No. See, where is he there? Out the game. Captain America was more prevalent than Iron Man. There's your proof.
Yes, 100%. Because he was a super soldier. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's the Star Spangled. Now, not many people remember his fucking whatchamacallit, but like he's got like a Dark Knight title, Star Spangled Kid. He was a Star Spangled Kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker. Like back in the day, he was, you know, by all rights and measurements, Superman, just without the flying.
And if none of you know what I've just showed you, I bet Ty knows exactly what I've just showed you and what era it's from, don't you, Ty?
What happened?
I said, I bet you know what I've just showed you and what era that's from.
That looked like 60s, 70s. That was like Silver Age.
That was the very first comics of Fantastic Four.
Yeah, man, like that. Like I said, that shit looked like mad early.
Yeah, and that's the earliest on. So even early on, see, I told you Iron Man was a bitch. You can tell with the mask.
And it's because it was a guy. It was a
shape.
guy in a suit, and Stan Lee was very. He was not that. He was not fanatical about. You know, he wanted everything to make sense. You know what I'm saying? And have things that have a propulsion. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like shit needed.
And what was Iron Man? He was a rip off of Batman. Come on, everyone. It's obvious. He was.
It's just it's Bruce Wayne in the tin suit.
Interesting theory.
Yeah.
All it is.
That's what it is. Like, no one wants to admit it, but let's just call a spade a spade. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. That's a good thing because obviously Batman's that great that he gets inspired by other people to create fucking things after him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but Iron Man is bigger because of the MCU films. That's why he's where he is. Without that, without Robert Downey Jr. fucking acting as that in that role, Iron Man wouldn't be as popular as he is. He'd still be that D-list character. So you know. Now we'll say this, and that leads perfectly onto what that guy was saying. He was a D-list. Now look at him. He's arguably probably one of the most popular now.
I agree. Because it was a great movie. That's why. Robert Downey Jr. is awesome.
That's that Brandon's. Yeah, that's the guy who I want to play fucking Batman.
Yeah, he'd be good. He's a solid pick. I wouldn't mind that. Brandon
Yeah, I would choose him too. That'd be decent.
And do you know what? Hello, Truth Mail Viking. Do you have? I know I don't have Blue Sky.
I don't have Blue Sky.
But I don't have no. You go on. You lot go first.
I don't have Blue Sky. I just have Twitter, Instagram, all that shit.
Yeah. What about you, Ty? Do you want to let them know what you got?
I got Instagram, Twitter. I'm on TikTok as well.
Yeah, TikTok.
Yeah. All I've got is my YouTube channel and Discord. That's it.
You gotta get Twitter, man. You gotta get Instagram.
Oh, don't bother with that shit, man. I don't want to. I can't be asked about that shit. Honest to God.
Nah, I feel you, but I'm telling you, you know, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
I'll see. Maybe if I get to 4KO my idol, if I get to as many subs as it.
So I think that's gonna be it. Thank you, gentlemen. Metal Viking, Dom Bigelow, always a pleasure. Always fun.
Mate.
Thank you to the chat, always stopping by, leaving questions. It was always love talking to the people.
It's been fun. Anyone got any closing comments?
Yeah, I mean,
stop running debate.
Yeah, stop buying debate. Fucking 4K slow. Stop fucking being a pussy. Stop it.
Exactly.
And my last thing is, embrace this new era.
Let's plan on where motherfuckers is debating, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually plan, you know, coordinate shit. Like, you know, don't just do shit on the fly thinking motherfuckers is going to go somewhere when y'all didn't, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Actually plan things.
And all I'm going to say is, my last thing is, embrace this new fucking era, man. Like The Rock tells you, enjoy the ride James Gunn is taking you on. Enjoy it.
I agree.
Or off is the road you can fuck.
So that's gonna be it.
Say.
Love you all. Stay safe.
Appreciate it.
Peace out.
See you, everyone.